Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Dimitri Johnson, and you're listening to MMALatestNews.com.
It's time to roll, baby.
Yes, everybody, what is going on? My name is Stephen Howson. This is MMA Latest. We are live for UFC 240 coming out of Canada. I am joined by Steele on my right, your left, and I am joined by Joe Smith on my left, your right. Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you get your questions and comments in all the way through the stream. We'll be with you right up until Max Holloway takes Frankie Edgar's head clean off, because I think that's what's going to happen. Before we get stuck into all that, though, we are sponsored by the top folks at BetBull, and we've got a special offer for you. You can get a 100% odds boost for any 3+ leg ACCAs on UFC 240. The link is in the description. Terms and conditions do apply. Please only gamble if you're 18 or over. Gamble responsibly, and if you want any more info on that, the link is in the description for all of that good stuff below. Right, so the first fight that we're going to be talking about then, we have got Jotko against Andre Barrio, and it's a bit of a close one. I personally have got a little ACCA on. If we have a look here, let's have a look at what the odds are for this fight. Let's have a quick look there, because I think it's pretty close. Jotko there is 8 to 15 favourite, and Barrio is 5 to 4. So there's not a hell of a lot in that one, really. I think this is going to be a relatively close fight. In my ACCA that I've done, and if you want to join in and get your own little ACCA on with BetBull, like I said, the link is in the description. I've gone with Jotko for the win in this one. What are you thinking?
Just for the size of those traps, I think I'm going to have to agree with you. I mean, he looks terrifying, doesn't he?
He does.
Big old fella, isn't he?
I'm going for the big man.
The big man. You saw him when he came in the cage, didn't you?
Marc-Andre Barrio, yeah.
He's a big boy, yeah.
I mean, neither small.
No.
They're not small lads, are they? But I think Jotko's just... I'm going to go with the bookies on this one, I think.
Going with the bookies on Jotko, yeah. I mean, if we go all the way through, how this one's going to roll then, if we go all the way through, the ACCA that I've put together, I've gone for Mercer against Tsarukyan in the next one. I've gone with Neal over Niko Price in the third fight. And I've gone with Spencer over Cyborg, which a lot of people at home would be very justified in going, what are you talking about, my mate? What are you talking about, my mate? But I just felt like it represented a little bit of value, and I have gone with Max Holloway in the main event. That's coming in at 28.88 to 1. If you guys fancy that, then obviously hit the link in the description below. Get yourselves a bet on quickly, because you've only got, well, a couple of fights really before you can get it on. You've got to have a 3+ leg ACCA, so if you get 3 fights on, you're going to get 100% odds boost as well. So there's some money to be had there, I think, with both of those.
I think that Cyborg one as well. It seems like a risky bet, but who knows how she's going to come back after that Nunes fight. Obviously, knocked out absolutely devastatingly. Like, you don't know whether she's going to come back the same fighter as she was before, so that might be a good one to...
So we've got Marc-Andre Barriault walking out right now. 11-2, middleweight, obviously, fighting out of Quebec, Canada, so on his home turf. Don't really know a whole lot about the guy, if I'm being honest with you. Fighting off... coming up against Krzysztof Jotko, 20-4, fighting out of Poland.
He looks like a beast, doesn't he?
I think both of them are beasts. I don't think either are massively ranked. So,
no. You see much of these two then?
Nope.
No, me neither.
What weight is this?
This is middleweight, my mate.
Middleweight. It's a good division, though, isn't it?
There we go, yep. Andre Barrio fighting up against Krzysztof Jotko. Should we get his little tail of the tape up and have a quick look at what Krzysztof's all about?
He looks a lot happier than Jotko, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Definitely. This is
fighting on his home
turf. Yeah, exactly. I wonder, that can go either way, can't it? Sometimes people just crumble when you can tell the pressure's too much.
So we go Jotko then, 20-4, 6'1", 185 pounds. Does have the reach advantage there over on Barrio. And obviously, I would assume, I don't know actually, I mean, I could get his record up and have a quick look, but I would assume he's come through KSW, which has been an absolute phenomenal organisation. Look at him there.
Oh.
Bruce Buffer in a wonderful suit. One jacket every single event.
Never reworn a jacket?
Well, he probably did in the early days
Bruce
when they
Buffer.
weren't paying him. Huh?
That wasn't Bruce Buffer.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
Yeah.
I think it was, wasn't
It's
it?
definitely Bruce Buffer.
Bruce Buffer. It took me ages to realise that was Michael Buffer's brother.
I think they're only half brothers as well.
Are they?
Yeah.
They don't look that similar. Well, they do
I
look
thought
kind
it was Michael Buffer
No,
that you were
Bruce.
talking about. I didn't
No,
know he had a
talking
brother
about
that did
It's Bruce, mate!
He does all the events as well, doesn't he?
And he's not young.
He's got to be in his 60s. How old is he? Do you know? Brucey
He's in
boy.
his 60s.
He's got to be in his 60s. He's got his own podcast though, hasn't he? I think he's in a bit of a Saucy boy, I reckon.
I think he's chilling. From what I heard, he's an absolute swordsman.
Oh, I'm not. I mean, unless he's either married, settled, boring, or
Slinging dick.
Buffer the stuffer. Isn't he? You know what I mean? I'm not surprised. He's got that flair, and he's got that something about him. Like I said, a new jacket every
Got
time.
a certain bit of patois, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's not. He's not scared to wear something with a pattern on it. You know what I mean?
He is not scared to wear something with a pattern. Some of the suit jackets that he wears are absolutely outrageous.
When it's one of the big events as well, and it's got like marbling and like dragons like laced into it and stuff.
He doesn't mess around, does he? He's bout it.
Yeah, he's great.
Bruce Buffer then just finishing off the introductions.
Herb Dean. What do you think to Herb Dean? He's had a bit of criticism recently, hasn't he?
Yeah, we missed that fight earlier on in the evening. Brittany Palmer, don't you see much of her no more.
I'm surprised you even knew the name.
Oh, don't worry about that, my mate.
He knows all of them. He's got his little file of facts full of ring girls.
Here we go, then we are underway in the first fight of the main card, Jotko against Barrio.
So what happened earlier in that fight then? You were talking about the
Oh,
stoppage.
I believe there was an illegal knee, and Herb Dean's taking a bit of criticism from Conor McGregor, of all people, to be dishing out criticism, which is a little bit on the unfair side, I would say.
He likes to get stuck in there, doesn't he, McGregor?
He does.
He's quite happy to do that. I do like Herb Dean, though. I think
got our
generally.
camera in just the wrong spot there, because I can't just quite see the timer of it, but, you know, it'd be all right, I guess.
4:28 left of the round so far.
Jotko pressing Barrio up against the cage. Not really anything that's happened so far. Just sort of been feeling each other out just a little bit.
So is this his style then? Is he a grappler then?
I don't know anything about him.
Right.
He might be a jellyfish for all I know.
We're learning on the go, aren't we?
Definitely learning this one on the go. This is one of those cards where you kind of go,
Yeah, it's a strange one. Like this.
I've heard of that name before.
Oh no, she used to work at my school. It's one of those ones where, like Barrio, you often see a lot of local fighters on like the regional cards, but usually they're the smaller cards.
Not
Usually,
a pay-per-view.
yeah, usually a pay-per-view. Right from the start, you've got ranked fighters, haven't you? Whereas this one,
Well, sometimes the prelims will have a little bit of mishmash on them, but generally, I mean, UFC pay-per-views, certainly like last year and the year before, you was looking at an oh my god of 5-6 fights where you're just going, this is outrageously good.
Yeah.
And it slipped a little bit. And we were talking about this earlier before, weren't we, offline?
Yeah.
I think there's a certain element of the UFC's messing it up by allowing too many people to jib into another division to try and take 2 belts. Everybody want to be champ.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to just be a champ no more. You got to be a champ or a champ. Stop messing around.
we haven't had a triple champ yet, have we?
No, I don't think so. No, we haven't.
That'd be fantastic, though. Although it just, like you said,
IC's 3 divisions.
Exactly, yeah.
It's ridiculous, and
think-
that's why no one's got no momentum coming into this no more.
They don't promote it the way they should, do they?
No, and they're like, oh, Conor McGregor's like the only one worth promoting, but he was the only one you actually promoted. Like that, we was talking the other day, weren't we, about the music video they did in Vegas for him and Aldo.
Oh yeah,
right. But they didn't do that for anyone else.
No.
Try doing it for someone else and see what impact it has.
Yeah.
Try putting, like, Ronda Rousey and Conor McGregor got some serious amount of promo. They've put them, they bid for spots on Saturday Night Live, and they put them on there. We'll do that with some of your other athletes.
I would say though,
See
maybe
what happens.
in the UFC's defence slightly, the thing that the great things about Rousey and McGregor, obviously with McGregor he can talk like no one you've ever seen. Rousey just dominated everyone. But something that's I think overlooked, they never missed fights. McGregor, if he signs up for a fight, he does not pull out of fights. You can market around him. Obviously, Aldo pulled out in that fight.
Why not promote Amanda Nunes to the same level?
Yeah, well,
Because
Amanda Nunes
she's-
definitely same
She's
thing.
absolutely smash-headed it the same way Rousey did, if not better.
Yeah, definitely.
Before McGregor, though, before they started actually pushing and advertising him, I wouldn't have known who he was.
No.
I caught him just at the very tail end of him in Cage Warriors.
Yeah.
And there was quite a bit of hype kicking around about him then. So it was kind of interesting to watch him pop into the UFC to see what was happening. And when he popped into the UFC, but here's the thing, right? He fought like 5 times in 18 months or something like
Exactly,
that.
yeah.
And he was like boom, 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 and it just
Catapulted.
it just built.
Yeah.
It built into this absolute crescendo where it was inevitable that he needed to get a title fight.
Yeah.
was it an injury with Aldo? Was it a rib thing in the first instance? I think it was, wasn't it? And then he got the interim shot against Chad Mendes.
Yeah.
He becomes interim champion, and then he faces off against Aldo. It was just this progression that happened.
Yeah.
But they're not allowing anybody else to do that no more, because anyone gets a little bit of a run now. We're in the call-out era.
Yeah.
We're not in the... Look, what my favourite phrase with the UFC is, they say to all the fighters, do what got you to the dance. And the UFC needs to go back to what got them to the dance.
Yeah.
What made the UFC popular was that you didn't have to wait 7 years to see that guy fight
Mayweather
that guy.
against Pacquiao.
Yeah.
You didn't have to wait for that.
No, and we said earlier as well, didn't we? George St. Pierre would be fighting 3 times a year.
Yeah.
Because that was the game. You don't become champion or become interim champion and then be like, I want a money fight. Like, no, you get money for fighting because that's your job as a champion.
See, the problem now is as well, because there's so many two-weight champions and people like doing different things, you end up, the place is...
20 or so.
Oh, dropped right on his head there.
Barrio's just absolutely dunked Jotko.
Yeah,
It's been a bit of a scrap this first.
But Jotko's come out on top though,
round.
luckily. Yeah, there's so many interim champions because there has to the space that's being left by two-weight champions and by injuries. Because obviously it's a sport that's always going to be full of injuries, just the nature of it. So you take away potential fights with injuries, and then you're taking away even more potential fights by having fighters fighting in different weight classes. You end up, it's just light and thin at the top, and there's a wealth of interim champions that no one's that bothered about because it doesn't seem real.
Yeah.
And then those sort of, the amount of times recently that interim champions have never even had the chance to fight the real champ. Like, Colby Covington never got even a chance to fight out his interim title.
The interims are just
I
gash.
think some of the problem can be as well with UFC as a sport. You can lose a fight and then come back and then destroy everyone.
Yeah.
In boxing, you don't really see that.
No,
You kind
people
of reach your peak, and then once you lose,
they
you
really
crash
think you're
and burn
finished,
for a
don't they?
couple of
Once
days,
you
can
lose.
and
Yeah, like,
go on the
look at
walk
Robbie
rate.
Lawler.
Yeah.
He went on that championship streak a few years ago when he was like, what was he? He was like 15-7 or something, or even more than that. Loads of losses.
Some of the all-time greats, like Randy Couture's record's actually a bit of a joke for an all-time great.
Yeah, exactly. BJ Penn, obviously. I mean, a lot of that's been recently, but even when he was champion, he had 10 losses on his. He's like 20-10 and one of the best fighters in the world.
It's slipped quite heavily now.
But yeah, let's not talk about that. He's going to get another fight as well, isn't he?
I am glad that I did manage to get a pair of the BJ Penn RVCA shorts out though.
Yeah.
They brought them back up and said we are out for round 2 with Jotko and Barrio. I wasn't really scoring that first round, to be honest with you, so I'm going to call
think
it.
it was pretty even.
I'm going to call it a 7. No, I have no idea.
No. It looked like Jotko was applying a bit more of the pressure in the grappling to me, but he did also get dropped on his head, so I know that doesn't win a whole round.
Right now, it seems to be Barrio trying.
Big shot.
Solid right hand.
Yeah, that's
Barrio
He's
with
legs.
Barrio with the pressure, and he lands a right hand right as he does that.
his legs went a little bit there, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got to try and weather this
Gotta
now
take a
because
breather now.
this next 30 seconds could be massive.
If he eats another one of them, I reckon that might be it.
It was a clean
He
shot.
looks like he's so much stronger than him.
Yeah, he does.
He's got him pressed up against the cage now, and he's dropping short elbows into him. He's also messing about with his face just a little bit.
Barrio
as well.
with the uppercut again.
Right on the break. Yeah, interesting.
He's breathing slightly ever now, isn't he? Oh,
What was that like? I don't even know what that. What's
It'd
that
look
called?
good if it could've
like
come
an
off.
elbow coming up like that.
yeah.
Upward elbow.
He sort of stepped
Upward
into it,
elbow,
though.
of course. Simple. Say it as you see it.
There's
I
a
thought-
funny story about the upward elbow. Is Anderson Silva wanted to land the upward elbow. I can't remember who it was against. It was in the cage rage days. Anderson Silva wanted to land an upwards elbow to finish, and his coach was like, "That technique's bullshit. Stop messing around." So what he would do is, in the middle of the night, he'd get his missus to hold a pillow for him, and he practiced the upward elbow. And in the most Anderson Silva method ever,
Knocked his missus out. She didn't have a chance,
And now
bless
he's
her.
on a domestic violence case.
he wins the fight by upward elbow knockout.
Incredible.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I think for me, I don't want to say that. I think he might be the best ever. That run, no one's ever had a run like that. That's what I will say.
Yeah.
No one's ever looked like that ever.
Anderson Silva against
Cole's giving it back
Forrest
now.
Griffin was the epitome of like MMA Matrix,
Yeah.
wasn't it? It was incredible.
It's just It didn't even look like the same species fighting each other, did it? One was like it was like, do you know when they inject you with like a vaccine? Forrest Griffin was like a weak version of meningitis, and Anderson Silva was a white blood cell, just like giving it an absolute pasting. It had no chance, did it? Yeah, it was ridiculous. See, Jotko's turned it around here though after his
unleashed a few then.
His sort of wobble early on. It seems as though neither of them seem that keen on striking, really, do they? They're both, whenever either of them has the pressure, they're just pushing it up against the cage, aren't they?
I think with the size of them as well, either one of them could get caught out.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, they don't want to risk it, do they?
No, God, no.
Maybe Barrio's. Ooh,
didn't really. Don't think it got through.
No.
It's been a decent little scrap this so far, quite evenly matched.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely think there's going to be a knockout, though.
Yeah. The way they're... when they come close, they both just swing, don't they?
Yeah.
Sort of try and fight each other off with, like, big hits rather than particularly precise shots. They both look absolutely knackered already, don't they?
Like that grappling takes it out, you know.
Yeah. Both breathing through the mouth.
Jotko was the favourite coming into this one.
Was he?
Was he?
He was. That was who I backed as well for my ACA.
What changed your mind just before?
No, I went with...
You stayed with him?
I went with Jocko, yeah. Barrio's look good, though.
Yeah, with these ones, it's hard to tell how the judges are doing these rounds, isn't it? It seems like...
is that because judging's absolute garbage?
Well, yeah, that, and no one's really done that much of anything, have they? There hasn't been many big takedowns. Obviously, Barriault had that sort of slightly wobbled him, but other than that, it's been a bit of just sort of a lot of nothing, really.
Oh, Nikolai in the comments here says, have you seen Dana's tweet of Holloway arriving to the arena? He looks off. Nope, but let me go and pull
that's
up
what we need.
Uncle Dana and see what he's saying. I will retweet that on Latest for anyone who's following MMA Latest. Come and hit us up. It's down there in the bottom corner in front of Joe.
Just in front of me. Just there.
It's MMA Latest News. I'm just hoping there's no sound on
I think
this.
he's in a wheelchair or something, or do you think he's just got a little limp? There's no... What?
Well, that's Frankie Edgar arriving.
Looking as...
Holloway. He does look a little worried, maybe, but I don't know.
About a second and a half of just...
let me find Dana's.
Yeah, exactly. What's to say? You don't just need a... Have we just missed a stoppage here?
No.
Was that the end of the round?
No, end of the round.
I think it was end of the round.
God.
It could have been.
Trying to find Dana's tweet here, and I can't find it.
Can you search his...
yeah, I just didn't want to have to just
You just wanted to scroll.
I mean, it's usually right there, isn't it? Oh, he's finding some real penetration with that right hand, didn't he, Barrio?
He is.
Good knee.
When you see it in slow
Here we
motion,
go.
like
I've got Dana's profile up here now.
Here's Dana.
Let's have a look what Uncle Dana's saying. Max Holloway has arrived. Does look a bit spaced out.
He looks like, do you know when an old woman manages to escape the nursing home for a few steps, halfway down the driveway before she gets shepherded back in?
He doesn't look well.
What the fuck?
Or when you lose your mum at a supermarket.
Yeah.
Shouting all the time.
Yeah, you've said it a few times and she hadn't heard you. He looks like he's dazed.
He looks spaced out,
He looks dazed and confused.
Yo.
What is that about?
Yo.
I feel scared watching that. Like, I feel like something bad's going to happen. Not scared,
maybe
like...
it's to throw him off.
Just nervy for him,
Maybe
do you know what I mean?
That's
weird looking, isn't it?
It's a weird act.
If you haven't seen it, he's sort of like arms in his
face
pockets.
is weird, isn't it?
Very loose, sort of gaunt face with not much expression,
as he walks.
and walking really slow and like almost unsteady on his feet. He looks like an old confused woman, but like one that would absolutely
cheers
knock
for that,
the,
Nicola.
knock
I
the
said I was going to
crap out,
retweet it, didn't I, for those watching? Let's just have a... Let me find that again. I'm just
what are the comments saying on that tweet? Is everyone else saying that, or is that? Has that gone on?
Has it gone on the radar? Is it just Nikolai that's with the eagle eye?
Nice, that's great. I
Like
love that.
one,
Yeah, that was really nice.
Not bad for 3 in the morning.
I'm going to write that down. We're struggling for...
Yeah, we are.
battery.
Cam, can I get a charger in here, please, my mate?
What's people saying then? As Jotko presses Barrio up against the cage.
You know, like they rub the heads across each other like that.
Yeah.
Is that not illegal?
No, it's legal. It just is. Especially if one of them's got a cauliflower ear, getting your head into the rear is really uncomfortable.
Is it?
Yeah, you don't need that. I'm just going to bang a tweet out.
Are cauliflower ears painful?
Well, they're hard, aren't they? So they can be.
So they're sensitive rather than like, they don't. It doesn't hurt the actual cartilage in there.
Just banging that out. Does he look okay? Because he doesn't look okay to me.
No,
looks a bit odd, doesn't it? Oh,
it's a high knee, that one. Hey.
You better put more power in that.
Yeah. Well, I suppose
Barrio's doing quite a lot of hunting here.
Yeah, he is.
I've not really been paying anywhere near enough attention to judge this.
We've just been looking at wobbly Max Holloway, haven't we? I almost said Ian Holloway then. I don't think he's got a fight anytime soon. Maybe a fight to become a championship manager.
So Tyler's just replied to me. I just threw a tweet out on there just saying, does he look all right? And Tyler just replied saying, looks high.
He does look high.
I thought, especially with that jacket. He had a very spacey jacket on, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like he'd just come out of a club or something.
Wow, Bruce Buffer's wardrobe.
Interesting. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Adam Dickinson says, very out of character. See, this is the one that you got to go and look. What does he look like arriving to the arena on previous fights? Yeah, you can't just go straight in and go, he's messed up, man. If that's how he arrives at every fight.
Yeah, it might just be.
What is his character?
I don't know. I've never really paid much attention to him arriving at the arena before. No. I thought that one was noteworthy because he looked.
It's how slow he's moving as well. It's like maybe he's just trying to look really calm, and it comes across as like
weird,
bewildered almost, doesn't it? Like he's just been. It looks like he's just been sparring. Someone's absolutely rocked him, and they just dropped him off at the arena, doesn't it?
Yeah. Pick you up in about an hour.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, Mum.
I'm still on the floor.
Not your mum. Okay, Mum.
Sorry, Mum.
Jotko seems to be throwing. I'm going to call it. I mean, he's a southpaw, so it's not a lead hand, but it's like he's just throwing a left elbow, like standing.
He likes his elbows.
Very weird technique to start throwing.
Yeah, caught there as well, isn't he?
Oh, Barrio just had him by the throat.
A real
interesting technique.
Are you allowed to do that?
Yeah.
You can strangle someone like that.
Yeah.
Really, like proper EastEnders style.
It's called a rape choke.
It's not rape.
Is that actually what it's called? That's a shame, isn't it?
Is it really?
But I don't like that.
Anyway,
I wish I had heard that. Can we call it something nice instead?
You're a male teaching women.
Like you're holding it's like you're holding the World Cup, isn't it? It's like you're trying to kill the World Cup.
It's not a great name for a choke, I'll be honest with you.
No, it's not.
I've got a mate that can't fight, but he strangles.
Yeah.
That's all he does. He grips you and he just holds your neck.
Just holds on. Because actually, that's not actually that good for these guys. That's
working on your thumbs.
That's not doing anything,
You don't want to work on your thumbs. The reasons why like rear naked chokes, triangles, things like that work is because they're using big levers and leverage.
And like locking stuff in. That's just like your thumbs holding something. They just move your head away.
I don't think so.
You're not going to choke someone like that.
Both fighters now bleeding. Again, leading with the elbow again. I mean, it's well unorthodox, isn't it? This is Jotko just throwing. I'm going to call it mad elbows from mad spots.
See there, he had his elbows up there, and then he just kicked the top of his foot right into his. That's got to hurt, hasn't it?
Not right now.
He's gone for a spinning elbow there.
If that had landed, it was night.
Yeah.
As a quick reminder, then, we are sponsored by the good folks at, he's going with that spin stuff again, at Petbull, where you can get a 100% odds boost for any 3+ leg ACCAs on UFC 240. Link is in the description. Terms and conditions apply. Please be 18 and over. Gambling responsibly. For more info, see the description below. And look, let's be honest, there's not that many places that you can gamble on MMA. So go and download it and give them some support. Just out of the sheer love of them doing that, because I reckon we're going to have some wicked offers over the next few weeks and pay-per-views and stuff like that as we keep doing these going forward.
Is that right? You can't
both
bet on MMA.
You can bet on MMA. There's just not a lot of bookies know anything about it, so they like to have the upper hand on the punter, don't they? Really.
Excellent.
So
nice one, Betbull.
It's one of the more sort of.
That was a brutal elbow.
Yeah, is that what cut him open?
I think it must have been. Yeah.
So often it is the elbows, isn't it? They're just so much more like sharp and. That did. You could see that straight away.
Fucking hell, his head went into next week then.
Right. As someone who's never particularly got in any fights, right? Have you been in fights, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, have you been on one today?
How much does that hurt? And how much would that... If someone did that to me, would I die? I'd obviously be knocked out. That elbow there.
The ones that hurt don't normally knock you out. It's the ones that you didn't really feel that
you got
wobble you a little bit.
Knockouts happen without you knowing. You just go asleep.
Right.
So it's great timing rather than an absolute club.
Okay.
Or what's firstly when you
depends. In the middle of a fight,
you get the jelly legs.
In the middle of a fight, you're not really feeling it.
Right.
It's when that adrenaline stops and you go, oh my God.
Yeah. Because obviously tomorrow, these people are in the worst of pain, aren't they?
Pissing blood.
Yeah.
Just all over
and like
the place.
these guys will be absolutely knackered. But imagine Roy McDonald, Robbie Lawler type. What is that? Like
I don't even
morphine?
know if they've actually recovered.
What are they doing with that? Like, what do you do? Because is that morphine? Is that just prescription, or are they just stuck with paracetamol?
Yeah,
they've got good stuff there, surely.
It's got to be a cuddling out.
Yeah.
It's got to be so much of everything, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's not that. Sometimes the next day you go to eat your toast or the cereal, and then you realise your jaw's not quite in place.
Yeah, and you're like, hang on, why does that sound like a bag of crisps?
And like all your teeth, they're like wobbly teeth and stuff. Just everything you can imagine, isn't it?
It's not a good night out.
No. Back teeth.
That's why it's so exciting, though, isn't it?
You don't play fighting.
No.
But if someone elbowed my eyebrow like that, I'd definitely start crying. They never cry, do they? No. You got to give them. You got to give them.
Never hear them shouting for the mum.
You never hear one of them just start crying.
Charging.
I'd definitely start crying immediately. Which is why I'm here, isn't it? And they're there
talking about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Not getting cracked in the face.
Yeah, not yet.
That's why I'm grateful for the invite. Cheers.
No problem.
I'm not getting.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So here
we go. Let's just get completely overreactionary, whichever way this goes when we didn't want it. I want Jotko sheerly out of the fact that he's on my ACCA, but I reckon Barrio probably did enough just from the glances of it that I had.
Split decision.
That could be 1-0.
Got a split decision.
Who we got?
No way.
It is Jotko.
It's probably for them.
It was close though, wasn't it?
It seemed very, very
pressure
close.
though, didn't he?
Look at that. Bit of breakdancing for the lads.
Breakdancing.
He's got
Jesus,
moves,
man. How about relax?
Oh, yeah.
So we've got 1-1 with the ACCA for me. Coming up next, we have got, I think it's Geoff Neal. No, it's not. It might be, actually. No, it's Tsarukyan coming up in the next one.
He's a good fighter, isn't he?
Volkanovski is a beast.
Absolutely. You can tell just looking at him straight away. Fighter. He's good at fighting. His head looks like it.
It's Aubin-Mercier against Tsarukyan. This one, you've got Tsarukyan was 1-2 favourite, and I went with Aubin-Mercier at 7-5. Don't know why, just a bit of a gut feeling one.
Do you know much about either of these either?
No.
Barriault,
either of these either. Look at his look. I want him as my coach if I'm ever a UFC fighter. I like the look of him.
He's like the little brother that your mum's told you to take out.
Yeah, exactly.
But no one likes.
Go on, let him be in your cage with you. No, he's got that weird moustache. He's going with you.
He won't get on telly much.
He will, staring at the camera the whole time.
Tsarukyan fighting out of Krasnodar, Russia, by way of fuck it, Thailand, but he's Georgian.
An absolute fruit cocktail of backstory there, isn't
it? Properly having
this is a fight for you.
Can we get the odds on this?
Whitaker Adesanya.
Whitaker and Adesanya is unreal. When is it? October
the 6th.
Should we go back to Australia, Joe?
Dun dun dun.
Here we go. So here's the betting odds then: 1-2 for Tsarukyan and 7-5 for Aubin-Mercier. I am gonna go with Mercer. I have gone with Mercer in my ACCA. If you guys are interested, hit the link in the description for all the details that you're gonna need on that one, and let us know who you going in this fight. Who you guys going in this fight?
I'm gonna take Tsarukyan. I think
I'm gonna go with Mercer.
He had the look for me. He had that rough, angry. To be honest, I've never seen either of these two fight.
He's from Krasnodar.
And Krasnodar just sounds rough, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Krasnodar sounds like a planet from Star Wars.
Only 22, 15 professional fights.
It's like Max Holloway, isn't it?
At the age of 22.
22.
That must. And how old can you be a professional fighter when you're like 15? Do you have to be 18 to be a professional fighter?
18, yeah.
Have you?
I guess it depends on whichever
federation you're going through.
Yeah, who's going to license you?
I reckon Krasnodar. He's probably been a pro since he's about 7.5. Where is Krasnodar? Do you know?
I think it's in the rough bit of Russia.
Yeah.
And it
just past the Kuiper belt somewhere, some other star system that we haven't discovered yet. Yeah, I think I'll take him. I'll go with the Russian.
In Russia, they train for MMA just to go to the football.
Yeah, exactly. Fighting bears and.
Here we go then, let's have a look at Aubin-Mercier's tail of the tape. So obviously they're age 30. I've got him down as a different record. I've got him 12-4. 5'9", 155 pound, fighting out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And he's from Saint Bruno de Montarville.
Sounds lovely.
That's exactly where he's from.
Say it again.
Nice.
Southpaw is all about judo, grappling. So let's see how this one goes. And obviously his opponent, Arman Tsarukyan. Look at those lugs. That is a man that can grapple. 5'8". He's a kickboxer and he's power and he's definitely a wrestler. Look at
those his ears look like walnuts.
Yeah, 15 fights by that age. It's kind of mad.
Yeah, it is.
Looks older than he doesn't look 22.
No. He's got a few years on him now, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's had a few years kicked into
Russia
him.
Probably puts 10 years.
Yeah, just the wind.
Yeah.
Just puts an absolute grip on you, doesn't it?
Before you even go through the hardships, it's the wind.
I think this one's set up for Mercier to lose, I think, isn't it? Like, it's not set up to lose, but he's older. He's got that sort of that lesser record. He's the home kid. I think that's trying to hopefully that'll pick him up to sort of negate the odds slightly.
Yeah, that's exactly why I backed him.
Because he's the home fighter. It's all about that's what betting's about, isn't it?
Well, I bet him because he was better odds, really. I mean, you're betting on 1-2s and 1-4s. You're not going to get anything, are you? So sometimes you've got to go. Do you know what?
And also, of any sports, there's got to be more upsets in MMA than pretty much anything, aren't there? It's one of the hardest things to...
I don't know if I call them upsets, though, because so often they're so evenly matched, you can go either way.
Yeah.
There's not... a genuine upset? What would you call a genuine upset?
Nunes beating Cyborg was a genuine upset.
I don't know if that was a genuine upset. I was like, oh
Nunes
my God, I was
beating Rousey, upset? The way it happened was definitely an upset. Just to absolutely clean them both out.
I'd say Home was an upset because
Home beating Rousey, of course, was an upset.
But I don't know if it was like a crazy upset when you think about the levels of them.
I was shocked.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Then again, I didn't know much about
McGregor knocking Aldo out in 13 seconds was an upset.
Yeah, 100%.
Even though that people thought that fight could go either way, the way it happened was ridiculous. Yeah, there's plenty of upsets.
Sends chills down the spine thinking about that fight.
That's still one of my favourite memories of any sport ever. That McGregor beating Aldo like that.
I didn't think it'd be that quick. I thought if he was going to get it, he'd probably get it on a decision or something like that. But
I was so nervous for that fight.
But he did exactly what he said he was going to do, didn't he?
I know, and he did it as we saw. He did it in that. He was doing it in the warm up, wasn't he? That same movement over and over again. They just caught him straight away. Yeah, that was such a great time, that one. Just the peak of all that McGregor stuff.
Oh,
just up and up and up and up.
And that's when they sold the company.
Yeah, perfect.
They sold the company at that time and absolutely cashed out. That is what you call leaving the casino with all of your chips.
Yeah, absolutely, wasn't it?
100%.
Yeah, do you take much kind of put anything in how fighters look when they get in the cage, and do you think you can sort of spot anything and how comfortable they look and all that? Do you think that plays a factor?
The only time I ever thought about that on a serious note was Dos Anjos against Pettis, and I was thinking all the way up until the weigh-ins, I was like, I think Pettis is going to fucking tune him up. And then I don't know if everyone remembers the Dos Anjos stare down with Pettis.
No,
man, it was so intense.
Was it?
You just go, oh my fucking God.
How do I beat him?
And I was like, I'm changing my pick. And Dos Anjos ran through him. Let me try and see if I can find...
I do look at the eyes. Sometimes you can see if they're looking away or looking down or whatever, you think, right, what's wrong with this guy? Why is he not focused?
Yeah. Because they're all scared. Yeah. Like, people are scared.
It's good to be scared.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Nerves help, don't they? But I think sometimes...
Yeah.
Someone can look too calm, can't they? And then
UFC 185. I need to put the sound on.
With me, if I was going into the ring,
I think it's taken off YouTube immediately.
We're not allowed. But yeah, check this out. This is the. Let's get it just to the stare down. Here we go. You ready for this?
Is this at 170? Or is it 155?
155, I think.
Yeah, it's 155. Dos Anjos looks like a skeleton.
He's got
Look at that.
Oh my God.
look, hasn't he?
Ready?
He
Look
looks
at that.
like-
Look at it. Come on, man.
Oh my God.
Come on, man. I think he just starts nodding at me at the end, and you're like, oh,
Look
shit.
at him biting his teeth, and you can see his
That's genuine
cheek
anger.
there.
Yeah,
He's biting his teeth.
Genuine
I was
anger.
like, time to
Jesus.
change my pick, son.
That's insane.
Like,
isn't
He
it?
still looks.
Wow.
He still looks mad though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he looks fuming, man.
Yeah. Why did he look at me like that?
Oof. Here we go, then. We are walking out now. Tsarukyan walking out, bad looks of things.
Being walked in by Santa Claus?
Oh, yeah, shit. Well, do you know what? He's out. There's not a lot of work for Santa Claus outside of Christmas.
No.
This time of year, you've got to do what you can.
You got to do what you got to do, man, don't you?
Yeah.
And I thought he had hair, but I guess he always wears that hat, so you
No,
never know.
it's built into the hat like those, those Jamaican hats that people
Oh,
buy.
and like the Scottish ones with like the red hair.
The red one, yeah, the dreadlocks. It's like that.
You'd have thunk it.
He looks happy.
Jolly.
Look, why'd you mate out there filming it, walking out?
Oh, I
there?
love it when they
It's
run and then the
actual-
security has to run alongside.
It's like, fuck's sake, mate.
I'm just eating 4 sausage rolls backstage. they've got a buffet on. Just filled up with quiche and I've got to run.
Let's see, he changes from smiling now to focused.
He's got the kickboxing shorts on, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
I like those ones.
But are you a tighty whities kind of guy, or are you going to be a kickboxing kind of guy?
I think I'd go with them. I've always liked them. Yeah, the John Jones style. Is John Jones wears those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this bit just annoying.
I used to love those Nike ones.
Why didn't I just get undressed before I walk down?
Yeah.
Save myself the time.
It's 20 metres, isn't it?
I know, but still. Like,
Yeah, you have to stop. You just want to run straight in the
What
cage.
kind of, what's your short style?
shorts.
Yeah, are you going with the kickboxer style like that, the board short style?
Yeah, I'm not going for them tighties, like the Conor McGregor type things.
You got a
I
box
think
to
I'd
remember
rock
if you're
them.
worried about masculinity. You got a box to cover all that up.
Yeah,
That's
don't bother
not
me.
why.
Just
It's not a bad knob.
don't think it'd be.
Not a bad knob.
Not a bad knob.
That's the title of the video.
I'd go with them, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'd go with the tight ones.
Would you?
would.
Yeah, I could see that. Well, you famously, of course, are a
Famously.
infamously. You fought before?
9 years ago, and amateur. Let's not blow it up to anything that it definitely isn't.
I thought it was a Cage Warriors title fight. What shorts did you wear then? Was that the
I
title?
wore
ones?
board shorts.
Did you? Interesting.
I think I've evolved.
Times change.
I think I've evolved, and
Yeah.
I've
So
got more of a
Squirtle to Blastoise.
That'll be your tighties, though.
Yeah, they're the same
I've got more
shorts.
of a Fedor kind of figure. So I definitely
Fedor.
I favour the
You could wear them
the
same
tighty
shorts now.
whities
Yeah.
with no arse in them because Fedor he didn't have an arse, did he? He had a good chest going on, but there
Yeah.
was no arse there.
Great
at all,
chest, no arse.
whatsoever.
Which is surprising for the wrestling
Aubin
background,
looks
isn't it?
chill.
And he's got those. He wears those round sort of hipster glasses as well. Aubin-Mercier, doesn't he? He's got that kind of mustache. He's got that "I live
A bit
somewhere."
sus, that moustache.
I like it. He likes a flat white, I reckon. You know what I mean? He's got that. He's got that feel to him. He can beat your ass, but then he drinks a cortado afterwards or
He
something.
definitely crosses his legs when he sits down to read the paper.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely that kind of cat, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
And he's got a Kindle. I like him.
Sounds like he's just describing
My kind of
you
guy, yeah.
without the beard.
Yeah, pretty much. And any like experience in fighting at all.
Athleticism.
All right, don't
So he's 30.
do something. Yeah, he's 30.
Not got any
I didn't
facial
realise he
hair,
was Firas
still trying to
Zahabi.
grow there.
Absolutely.
Ripped though, isn't he?
Jacked up, man.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's muscle on muscle.
Second highest striking accuracy among active UFC lightweights, and finished 10 of his 12
He looks
wins
focused.
with 9 submissions. So obviously he doesn't strike that much then if he's got 9 submissions, but he's good. He's accurate when he does strike. So I guess he uses that to get
Finished
people
10
on
out
the
of his
floor.
12 wins. But yeah, so it's impressive still.
His ear looks like a knick-knack.
Knick-knack.
They call it though, because
I like knick-knacks.
I love knick-knacks.
What's your favourite flavour? Obviously we've got the ribbon saucy, nice
like
and
the
spicy.
scampi.
Scampi and lemon,
Scampi.
lemon and scampi
Yeah.
or something. What about you?
Nice. Yeah, nice.
What, are you not a fan of fish flavoured crisps?
Everyone looks at you wrong when you have them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is wrong. You
especially
can't
when you're on
even
the
be going
tram
out
as
or
well.
you're out, yeah,
Oh
but
dear.
for a
Open a nice
Saturday
grab
undies
bag
on
of
a-
skips and everyone
yeah.
looks at you like you pissed yourself.
But for sat in your undies on a Sunday
No,
afternoon.
the rib ones.
Ribbon saucy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over.
I'm not saying they're not
If anyone
nice.
pulls Scampi out, I'm going to question why we know each other.
Really?
Well, I mean,
I
I'm
won't pull it
used
out
to
in
you
public.
being weird now.
I think ribbon saucy are my least favourite. I think they're too sweet. I think they're often lacking in powder. They ain't got enough salt. They ain't got enough flavour on them.
Do you know what? Walker's a bit ago did like a really thick cut crisp, and it was like they called it. It was in like a paper bag, and it was like a meaty flavour, like a beef flavour. They only did them for about 2 months. Do you know what they do? And then they disappeared, and you're like, I mean, I'm talking like 20 years ago here, but they were unbelievably good.
Really?
Why don't you bring those big bad boys back?
Yeah. They've got the Walker's Max, haven't they? But they're the reconstituted crinkle cut. I like them when they're cut from a potato thick. Because they get that curl to them. They get gnarled up, don't they?
No, they'd fill the bag with actual crisp.
Yeah. Here we are then, just about to start the second fight of the main card. We have got Arman Tsarukyan against Aubin. I can't think how you pronounce it. Aubin-Mercier.
Mercier. Every time you say Arman Tsarukyan, I think you're saying it like a.
There's just too many syllables in Olivier, Aubin-Mercier. There's like too many EAAs.
It's very French, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's pushing.
He better be French. He better not be get on there and just be like, hello.
No, it'll be French. The glasses, it all makes sense, doesn't it? The moustache, the glasses. Yeah. He's not a hipster, he's French.
Yeah, he's just French.
The original hipsters.
It's the original hipsters.
Yeah, it all makes sense now.
Has anyone ever been Canada?
No.
I bet someone's been.
I think a couple of people have been. Mark Goddard there, the ref.
Mate?
I think he might be my favourite ref.
Ooh. Hey.
Honestly.
Who's that one, Steve?
That is Ariane.
She's famous though, isn't she? She's like one of the original.
Ariane in Britain is top. Ariane Celeste, yeah. Here we go. We are underway then. Aubin-Mercier against Tsarukyan. Let's see how this goes. We're looking at some hopefully crisp striking from Aubin-Mercier, although he comes from a judo and grappling background, as per millions of submission wins. We're looking at kickboxing from Tsarukyan. Tsarukyan.
Yeah, I know.
It does sound like a street fighter game.
He's
not
swinging in. See, I thought that, mate. You can't be Russian and not have a takedown. I think it's like in the school curriculum.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do 3x3.
The teacher just absolutely tackles everyone on the way in, and you have to get up before you can leave. That bell at the end of the day. It's not a ding. It's a ding, 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 and then you have to fight the teacher to get out of the class. They've all got that in the locker, though, aren't they? The Russians. It's a great thing to have, though, isn't it? That wrestling sort of. And
he's causing Aubin-Mercier quite a lot of trouble there with that so far.
Yeah,
he's going for an ankle pick. He's going for takedowns. It's a hell of a start from him.
Yeah,
would be, wouldn't it? Because he's not who we've backed in our.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure early on in there.
If you'd like to get a bet on tonight's fights, it's only for tonight's fights that 100% odds boost is on with the good folks at BetBull. So if you'd like to get in the mix with that, it's a 100% odds boost on any 3+ leg acca on tonight's fights. So you've basically got one more fight, but if you've got to get by the end of this fight, you've got to stick it on. Otherwise, you've shit out. You've missed it. Link is in the description if you want to get involved. Come and download the app. Terms and conditions do apply. You can find all of those and everything else in the description below. Please gamble responsibly, and it's for those 18 and over only.
See, this would frustrate the shit out of me. It's like a horsefly that will just get off you.
Yeah, it's a wasp.
Like you push it away, it comes
a wasp at a picnic, isn't
that left hand look, that was close then.
It seems as though
Mercer's now just like took a proper back step to go. What is happening?
Let me just think for a sec. You're not giving me any time to think.
This guy's just absolutely swarmed me.
Stepped into that.
To the head.
That might be the option.
Yeah,
that might be the option. As he's coming in
just
for the takedown,
caught him as he was coming in, didn't he?
Knee his face off
again. Almost landed it again there.
But that's the thing, though, because of it's orthodox against the southpaw. Yeah, you're right there because you're opposite legs. It's easier for a takedown.
Yeah. So that's the problem, though. You go for those knees and those kicks, and you're on one leg when he's coming for the takedown. If you don't time it properly,
but if he times it right, it is over.
It's game over. Also, it might help Mercier with his grappling background. If anyone's got a chance to not be taken down, this is probably what he's best at, isn't it? Although doing this, defending takedowns for a round doesn't win you a round, does it?
It does not.
No.
This is a common misconception amongst a lot of people when it comes to judging. People think, what he did then was good. Doesn't matter. It's an offensive sport, and you're marked only for your offensive actions. Nothing defensive. Like if I try and take you down 47 times, and I don't succeed, and I succeed just once, I will get the credit for the one more than you'll get for the 46 times you stuck
defended. Yeah, exactly.
Why do you think it's judged like that then?
So people don't sit back and do nothing.
Right,
yeah. It's like the offside rule. It's you meant to favour the attacker if you're not like. It's that kind of make people fight rather than encouraging them not to fight. Bit of booing in the crowd, is that?
Stays low, doesn't he?
It's very technical grappling from Tsarukyan.
It's just that thing. It's like
welcome. This is the Russia.
Yeah, exactly. They just hang on, don't they?
Yeah.
It's incredible. The strength that it's like the grip strength and the you just can't shake them off. No one seems to be able to shake them off.
It's like he's
something you got to deal with. Something you got to deal with. You got to figure out how you deal with this.
And what style of wrestling is it? There's Sambo, isn't there? Is this?
Sambo's a different thing because Sambo's weird takedowns. Sambo's done in like boxing shorts, a gi top, and a head guard.
Yeah.
And MMA gloves. It's one of the mad. It's just kind of like someone's walked into a sports shop and gone, "Can I have one of them? One of them? One of them?"
That looks cool.
To me, that
cricket whites.
Yeah. And they wear red and blue.
Yeah.
That'd just frustrate me. Like I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
get kneed in the arse.
I don't think he knows what to do. To be honest,
I'm in a fight. I'm expecting to get the shit punched out of me. And there's a guy hugging my waist and kneeing my ass.
Yeah. He's doing enough so that it's not going to get stood up, obviously, but it's not allowing you to do anything. You can't. There you go. He's broken free at least because he actually started going for punches, didn't he?
Oh,
yeah, it's frustrating, isn't it?
That first round, just more of a grapple. I think he's confused.
Yeah, he don't quite know how to approach this. I don't think.
If he throws a kick, his leg gets grabbed.
See that
was a brilliant knee, but he still managed to catch a foot.
Yeah, see.
If that had caught him on the jaw rather than on the forehead, he might have had a better chance of...
Max Holloway then comes in looking high as fuck. Is he dehydrated?
Surely not still to that degree.
24 hours isn't that long.
If he's noticed him, and his last fight was at 155 and he's talked about getting older. Those people say when you're sort of 26, 27, there's that sort of 10, 15 pounds your body just puts on that you can't get rid of. Maybe he's just absolutely effed. Maybe. But surely he's not still visibly so dehydrated that he looks like a doddering old granny walking into the ring.
How do we know the culmination of the training camps, the fights over the years, the wars that he's had, hasn't just taken its toll on him, and this is where the bounce back comes. Maybe. Covington versus Lawler is going to be an absolute war, or I think Dana said everyone gets the money back.
Really?
No, I don't know if he said that.
But you're saying it on his behalf.
Yeah, let's put that
I
respect
out there,
that. I reckon.
Yeah.
I don't mind talking for him.
And he wouldn't mind that either, I'm sure.
I'm sure he'd have no problem with that whatsoever.
He'd be happy with that.
Wait up, what's going on here? Tsarukyan's come out in round 2 and he's just gone, do you want, like when you get on a fighting game and you just go, I don't know what any of these buttons do. Let's just go and just try and hit all these buttons at once and see what happens, and you get a spin, a kick,
a jump.
That's what just happened, yeah.
Half a jab.
This is what he wants, though, Mercer. He needs him to stand up.
Yeah, I want Aubin-Mercier to win this simply for the bets, but I don't think he won that first round by a long way. I think he got bully beat down.
He felt that kick as well there. He took a bit of a wincing step.
Look how low he's going for these takedowns. He's going at calf level for these takedowns.
It's the speed he gets down, though.
And look, this oh no, he got away there. I've never seen anyone that Russian style of you just holding someone's foot and they can't get it out. Usually you can slip a foot out. Everyone else, they're just like, nah, that's it now.
Yeah, it's mine now, I'm going home.
But Mercer's got him up against the cage here, turned it around. I think it must be quite demoralising when you know the main way you're going to win a fight is by grappling, and then you're losing the grappling. That's scary, isn't it? That's got to be such a scary feeling. I suppose he just can't really do anything, can he? He couldn't apply the pressure for any amount of time there, like
he's trying to let go now, though, isn't he?
Shoryuken did before.
Oh, so he's still fluid. Tsarukyan's just literally. He is like he's mashing all the keypad.
Yeah.
He's just throwing every single left, right, kick, spin. Everything's getting slung out there.
It's like he's trying to show that he's got a really well-rounded game, isn't it?
Everything he's learned in training.
Yeah, exactly. He's just letting it loose.
Aubin-Mercier throws a knee as Tsarukyan comes in. He's got a front headlock now. Can he transition this into anything? Oh, no. Tsarukyan's managed to... He's got half a takedown. He's on a single leg. He's still got that single foot as well. I mean, this is unbelievable how much he can hold on to it.
Again, he's got out, though.
And as soon as
it's hard to know how much that hurt him as well, isn't it? Because he just sort of tucked
went
away
down,
straight away. Yeah,
I mean, it looked like it was good.
Yeah,
it looked like it was good. He's got a bruise on the top of his knee. That's how hard he hit it.
I'm surprised you don't see more sort of dislodged kneecaps and stuff. Because I know people where you just hit it on like the side of your bath and your kneecap can spin around the side of your leg.
How happens that often?
That happened to my sister's friend. She got out of the bath, hit her knee on the bath, and her kneecap went round to the side of her knee there.
I think that's just.
You see the rugby league player the other day?
Same thing.
About 2 weeks ago. Smacked it back in.
Really?
I think it was a Wigan player, yeah.
But I've never seen that happen in UFC fights.
No.
And people have thrown knees against elbows and foreheads and all sorts.
I reckon it's probably because they. Like
Sorry if I did that right into the microphone.
That way, because of the training and the stretching and stuff like that. So.
They're used to it. And maybe also when your knee's bent, it kind of locks that kneecap in place a bit better, doesn't it?
It happens in football and rugby because of the studs. I think your studs are locking in and keeping your foot in a place and the kneecaps
planted.
Yeah, it's moved around by external force. Whereas
I've
generally...
been sat on the soul for too long and moved my leg, I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah, your foot's much more movable on the ground. One barefoot, two, a flat surface like that. There's nothing digging in, is there?
What's your worst self-inflicted injury?
I did, like a little footstool. Do you know, some people have like a big footstool for some reason. It's like somewhere between a footstool and like a little sofa. We were at my mate's house and we were doing a little...
Is that like a chaise?
No, it's, what's it called? Like a... I don't know what it's called. But we were doing like a little dance-off.
Red Bull.
We were doing a dance-off. Just messing about at a house party.
Wait.
Go on.
Did you say you were doing a dance-off?
Yeah, like a jokey dance. It wasn't like a...
We
weren't all like... It was
really
very much an
to
impromptu dance-off. There was two of us doing a little dance. And I thought, I'll do a forward roll over this. So I did a forward roll over it. And as I brought my legs over, I slammed my legs onto the ground. Just slammed my foot straight through a pint glass.
Oh.
And it just exploded everywhere and just cut the side of my foot, like all down the side of my toe. Just bleeding everywhere. I had to go to hospital. Just that. But just stupidly doing a forward roll over a footstool. Smashed my foot through a pint glass and it just exploded everywhere.
You must have screwed yourself up, self-inflicted.
Yeah, even daft stuff like I did the high jump at school and missed the mats.
Were you just doing it in the playground, in the cafeteria?
No,
just doing a car park, it was right.
It was in the sports hall.
That said wasn't a good school.
I flipped over and I've gone past the mat at the side and just landed on my head. And I stood up and like pretended I was all right, but I didn't even know where I was.
But he was not all right.
I was laughing, you know that embarrassment where you like laughing. Yeah, I was concussed for 3 weeks.
And there's no way that's not something you can't play that off as like, yeah, I meant to do it. I meant to land on my head and miss the mat.
Sats weak and everything. That's why I've got
worst time to do it. No, what about you then? You got to have something stupid.
I've done so many stupid things. I'm trying to think what the worst would be. That was a great knee, actually. We just seen a replay there of Aubin landing that on his knee. That was brilliant. And he just did well to hold on to that there. He could have probably gone for a finish there. That was excellent.
He's been trying it a lot, hasn't he? We said in the first round, that's clearly a tactic they've worked on. Yeah, go on then, what have you done?
I've done all sorts. I'm trying to think what the worst one would be. I thought I broke my ribs in the shower once.
Oh, yeah.
Just slipped in the shower and landed on the side of the bath.
Oh, I always do.
What were you doing?
I still do that now,
Mate, I went horizontal.
Shaving your legs?
No, just you like wash one foot, put the foot down, stand up, wash the other foot, and just went gadoosh, and just went bosh straight on the side of the bath.
Yeah.
Just in tatters. Everyone's like, "What's happened there?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it."
Don't worry, I'm fine.
I nearly had an accident when I was manscaping, shall we say, in the shower, and I slipped. Luckily, the razor went up.
Oh, up what?
In the can.
In the air.
Oh, right. I was going to say, up there.
I can't have that. It needs to be in a can.
What's that?
Fucking brought me a Red Bull in a glass.
Oh, I'll have that. Don't waste it. I'll have that.
Why don't you like it in the glass?
Yeah. Because there is something about having cold drinks in the can. The can adds to the experience of it.
Yeah, it gives it a tinny flavour, doesn't it?
Which works. And then out of it tastes weird.
That's because
some things aren't right.
Sayukin's continuing with this method of grabbing stuff all over the show.
First 30 seconds just going mad.
I reckon, I don't know if you give, is that 1-1?
I would say 1-1, yeah. That's by far the most damage inflicted was that knee.
Thank you.
I think that's enough to win him that last round. And he applied a lot more pressure offensively as well, I think, at Mercier in that last round. He got Tsarukyan up against the cage a few times. That knee again, slipping through.
I think if he secures a takedown in this round, I might see him win the fight.
I think it's 10-9 first round. I think it's 10-9, 9-10, or however you want to call it, but 1-1. I think this, yeah. There hasn't been a 10-8 so far, has there?
No. Although they are
I was going to say, yeah, they're trying to be a bit more...
They are petitioning to clarify what a 10-8 is meant to be, because there should be more 10-8s given, and they're not.
No. Because what's the point in it even being out of 10? Have you ever seen a 10-6? It doesn't exist, does it?
No.
Why even have it out of 10 if it's impossible to get?
I think we've seen some 10-7s recently, actually.
Maybe.
It's just an absolute smackdown.
Yeah.
It's usually when someone gets khabibed.
Yeah, or like some of those rounds, what springs to mind, Wonder Boy against Woodley,
Picked you off,
where
Geoff.
you're almost knocked out in the first minute and just battered for the rest of that round. That has to be a 10-7, doesn't it?
Got 3 minutes to get on here, hasn't he?
Yeah, this is exactly what Tsarukyan wanted.
I think Tsarukyan wants to be on top. I don't know if Aubin's good enough off his back to be able to pull out a submission here. The thing is, when you're learning MMA, you think, oh, when you're learning jiu-jitsu, I'll work off my back. In MMA, it doesn't really seem to be anywhere near as effective.
No,
for some reason.
It's a naturally
Brian
vulnerable position, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think psychologically.
And even if you're attacking off your back, the judges are going, well, he's on his back.
Yeah,
and the other guy's on the top.
And also, no, there aren't many grappling sort of, what's the word, martial arts where you're allowed to punch someone in the head when you're on top of them. So you're sort of safe in the knowledge that this person who's on top of me, who has got such a great way of punching me, can't do it. But now they can do it. So it adds so much to what you have to defend against. It makes it so much more difficult, doesn't it? Yeah.
I think this is my first loss on this card. I think
we're going to need a bit of a turnaround otherwise.
Well, we've got 2 minutes and
2 minutes
10 left or so.
2 minutes. What do you think to the idea as well that it's that last 2 minutes of the last round are more important than the first 2 or 3 minutes of the last round?
It should be. I wouldn't mind being in favour of just judging it based off the last round.
Just on the last round?
Yeah.
But I think that would
in the last round, you know how much the punches have affected you, don't you?
Yeah, true.
And if you're still fighting in that last round and you still got that fight in you and the other guy hasn't, I think it should be scored differently.
What the fuck does the first and second round matter if I get you and by the time we're in the third round and I'm able to do what I want to do to you, that surely matters more.
As this fight ends, I'm winning. Yeah. I get that, but also if you think of it from a fight perspective, I think I like the idea. But from a sport perspective, people are coasting. It's like at uni, innit? Or anything where you're like, the first year don't count, so everyone's just on the piss. That first round's just going to be two people who don't want to waste their energy, saving everything for that third round. I think it would, in a sporting scenario, people would exploit that.
Would they coast, or would they... I think the way the round things works, you get more people trying to steal rounds, which makes worse fights, than if you was just been like... Instead of calling it the last round, then just judge it at the end and go, I think he won because X.
Just take the time away.
But I think that... but again, though, I think that adds too much personality to the judging.
Possible.
It allows for bad judging even more.
Well fucked anyway, so I don't think we could make it worse.
I think it needs to be more mathematical and kind of structured rather than like less. It needs to be less up for interpretation, so you get less errant results, I think.
When he leans in for that elbow, it's like he's trying to throw an headbutt.
He's getting tuned up here. What, we left 20 seconds or so?
17, 16, yeah.
Be very surprised if Aubin-Mercier comes out with the victory in this. Even with the home crowd advantage, there's no way that a judge is giving him this final round. There's no way a judge should be giving him that first round. No. This should be at least 2-1 to Tsarukyan. You could probably find a judge that wanted to award him the second round as well, to be honest with you.
And he's holding his arms up, he knows.
Yeah, I think that's fair, to be honest.
Yeah.
I can't see that going any other way.
He dominated through it, didn't he?
That was the first round, wasn't it?
That head kick there. Some fucking knees to the dome, hasn't
But it's not wobbled him either, has it?
No.
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
It's like as he's falling.
I think that one did. I think that one hurt him. The way his legs went straight down there, he didn't have that forward momentum.
But he's still gripped, isn't he? To have that about you when you get hit like that, to know that you need to just...
third round, it was Aubin that took the takedown.
Yeah,
basically just pulled him on top of him
trip, didn't he?
And then left him on top of him. And that was a bad move.
Come here, big boy.
I immediately regret this decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
I think you lost that one, son, unfortunately. Yeah. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. Once this decision's out, do you reckon Tsarukyan deserved it? Or do you reckon there was any... Is there any shout whatsoever for Aubin winning that? I think we're going to disagree. But it's all about opinions.
22. I keep forgetting that.
The fight had gone on longer. Could have been some damage.
Ollie in the comments says, if Holloway loses, I'm genuinely going to cry real tears. He's my favourite fighter of all time. Interesting.
Yeah, he's a good fighter to be your favourite fighter, isn't he? Because when your favourite, you want to see your favourite fighter punch someone 180 times.
Yeah,
and that's what Max Holloway does. Just throws more punches than anyone I've ever seen. Unanimous decision.
Yeah, it's the right decision.
Yeah.
Well done. I don't think you have any argument with that at all. So you can give him the decision win there.
Unanimous.
Pretty much expected.
I mean, he doesn't even look out of breath, does he?
No.
Good win.
Well, they train...
Father Christmas in the background looking fresh.
Who is this here?
Geoff Neal.
Geoff Neal. He's got really almost like he's doing the robot or something, the way he does his shadow punching, doesn't he? Shadow boxing.
He's just looking for the camera, isn't he?
I like it. Doing a little dance.
See, shadow boxing.
I
used to find it embarrassing when I used to have to do that before a fight and stuff like that to get warmed up. When everyone's watching, I used to find it embarrassing because you're not actually hitting anything. So I'd be like, a bit weird.
There's a couple of Instagram accounts that I follow.
It's like dancing with no one.
That really talk about the benefits of shadow boxing, and you've got to go wholeheartedly into it. You can't be self-conscious about trying to do it. You've got to really can envision you're in a fucking fight with someone. But yeah, it is. You're like, fuck's sake, look like a right dickhead.
I could never get into that mindset, me. Because to me, even before, you knew if you were going for your boxing fight and stuff. Even before the fight, I couldn't picture it until I'm in front of that person.
Because some people sit up all night envisaging first round, second round, exactly what's going to happen, don't they?
And have a plan.
Yeah.
I never listened to the plan. Just went all out punches.
Just swinging.
Couldn't defend.
Does makes me laugh when people train in boxing. 99% of it is it in a bag, hitting mates.
Yeah.
Very, very little of it is defensive and footwork and stuff like that, which should be such a massive part of it.
Yeah.
Back and slide. That's all I learned.
Because it's not fun, is it?
No.
It's not the fun bit. Standing there dodging stuff.
Ain't no Rocky montages doing footwork.
No. Yeah, exactly.
No.
Yeah. Although you do see those montages like that Tyson Fury one where he's just dodging everything. But yeah, the footwork stuff it's not sexy, it's not hard, it's not anything. It's just a bit boring. But that's what wins you. That's what takes someone from being a boxer to being a world champion, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I could never remember where to put my feet.
Next up, then, we have got Geoff Neal against Niko Price. Let me get my notes. Niko Price 13-1, Geoff Neal 11-2. Very similar records for everybody. We have got Florida and Texas representing in the house today. Let's have a look at the odds. Anytime you like. There we go. So there we go. Niko Price and Geoff Neal. We got 5-2 for Price and 1-4. Massive favourite there, Geoff Neal. If you're interested in getting any bets on for tonight, then make sure to check the link out in the description. We are sponsored by the good fellas at BetBull. If you want to get a 100% odds boost, now is the time to do it, and you can get the last 3 fights of this card on, or that offer is going to expire and be gone forever and ever. Amen. Make sure that you're 18 and over, and if you want any more information, the link is in the description below. As we said there, we've got any 3+ leg ACCA will get a 100% boost. If you fancy that, that's what you do. My ACCA is down already because I did have...
You having a brain fart, Steve?
No, I had Aubin-Mercier over Tsarukyan, and Tsarukyan beat the piss out of him, so... yeah, that was fair.
So you've lost.
So who did you pick in this one, though?
In this one, I went with Geoff Neal.
Geoff Neal,
Yeah, I think that it was
too much of an overwhelming favourite.
Too much of a favourite to be like, well, I mean, I've already gone with a couple of wild ones anyway. I mean, I've gone for Felicia Spencer over Cyborg, which could be mental. We'll find out very soon.
That will be an upset if that happens. Talking about upsets before, that will be an upset.
I like a good upset, though.
Yeah.
I like the underdog story.
Yeah, everyone likes a good underdog story, don't they? Especially British people. British people especially love an underdog story, I think, because we sort of hate anyone successful.
Unless it's us, obviously.
Yeah. And even that can get a bit tedious at times.
Yeah, we don't mind...
Win once, and then disappear into mediocrity forever.
Yeah.
Don't try and be successful.
Yeah, don't try and come out and talk about the time you won. We don't want to hear that.
Continue to win.
We want to have never heard of you.
What we want
back
is you to
see you win,
to win
hate
once,
you.
yeah, and then you to have a very public meltdown.
Get a few marriages under your belt.
Correct.
Yes,
And then all you can do is talk about it in the kitchen at an house party.
or Celebrity Big Brother.
Yeah. Celebrity Big Brother,
Yeah.
brilliant. Nip and loop.
Have you seen much of these two then? Geoff Neal? I know Geoff Neal a little
Again,
bit.
no. This is like I said. This is for a pay-per-view card. And to be honest, I've been so off the scene for the last 6 months or so. I've been catching up on a lot of the UFCs, mostly in like the Monday and Tuesday afterwards.
Yeah.
Been recorded.
Yeah.
Not watched many live this year. Really struggled to find the time with everything.
Yeah.
Newborn baby. And
again, that
she doesn't like UFC.
Does she not? That's a shame.
She likes football.
Does she?
She does like football. I think there's something in because Jaden was exactly the same when he was a baby. Sitting him in front of the TV with that bright green screen.
Yeah.
I think there's something in that they like somehow.
I think green is a calming colour, isn't it?
And it draws their attention and they
Yeah.
watch it. I was watching United's pre-season matches back this morning with a baby, and she was absolutely transfixed.
Also,
cheering at the wrong times.
Yeah.
but
Do you
we'll
think
get
there
that.
might be something to be said for the fact that that's just always on the TV and she can't help but like it?
Maybe.
She's got used to it.
Like Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, exactly.
Go on and we'll like this.
Yeah,
again.
let's have a bit of football then. Yeah, I think it's something as well to be said, like we were talking before, about the lack of real, deep, high-quality pay-per-views has maybe attributed to you not watching so much in the last few months.
No, I mean, I've watched them, it's just not watching them live.
But I mean, that willing... Watching the highlights is one thing, but being excited and wanting to stay up and watch the fights live...
I think I've caught most of it. It's the fight nights I've slipped with properly.
Yeah.
But I think I've caught... I have to go back and have a look, but I think I've caught most of the pay-per-views.
Live?
Yeah.
Have you?
You don't hear at the minute like people wanting to go out to a bar
No.
to watch these kind of fights anymore.
But they're screwing the UK fight fan at the minute.
Yeah.
Hard.
Well, how do they change that?
I don't know. They need to start actually pretending to give a fuck, I think.
Well, the problem is, as well, all of a sudden, they've got fights on at 1 p.m. local time, and that's difficult for America as well, isn't it?
Cejudo, Moraes. I was going to say I think I watched that one, but I think we actually did a pay-per-view for that one. Namajunas Andrade, I watched that one live. Holloway Poirier, watched that one live.
Yeah, that was good.
235, we covered that one live. Adesanya Silva, watched that one live.
Again, there's not many...
Jones Gustafsson, I think I watched
It's a
that one
shame as
live.
well. because
Holloway
I think
Ortega, watched that
more
one
people
live.
would watch
Yeah, so
it.
I've been catching the pay-per-view cards. It's the fight nights.
Yeah.
I've just totally dipped on the fight nights, to be honest, yeah. So I've been watching the main ones.
How
you
did
watch-
UFC come about? I remember.
Well, let me tell you a story, Stephen.
Oh,
Here we go.
Buckle up, boys.
Uncle, sit down, it's story
I
time.
remember
with
TKO
Uncle
used to be
Stephen.
on at after o'clock in the morning. And I used to watch that, and then I remember it
Wait,
then
what?
changing into some like mixed
The
martial
wrestling
arts,
shit?
like, yeah, and then it was a kickboxing thing, and then like there was some like mixed martial arts things, but it wasn't quite cage fighting, and then all of a sudden it appeared,
Well,
and like I think I remember the first one I watched was like
So
Tito Ortiz
it's
or
sort of
something like that.
yeah, that was probably around like UFC 20s, 30s,
Yeah.
somewhere in that sort of range. There was like a Gracie challenge thing that was happening in Brazil at the time, where the Gracie family, jiu-jitsu's most important family, they sort of made it the Brazilian martial art. It's a Japanese martial art, obviously called jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they sort of like developed it and changed it into their own sort of martial art in Brazil since the 20s, I think. And they've created this enormous family with loads of fucking killers in it. And they had this Gracie challenge where they would like just fucking fight anyone in their back garden. And they would have these it was called no holds barred, or they would be called Vale Tudo, which means anything goes. And they would have these sort of Vale Tudo matches, but they didn't really do anything. There wasn't really stadium sellout, really. There wasn't pay-per-view for sure. And it wasn't really a sport. It was kind of like a strongman sort of spectacle, like an exhibition.
Like an exhibition style.
So there was bollocks, essentially.
Like a game almost, yeah.
So I can't remember which one of the Gracies it was, and a couple of TV execs kind of got together to sort of package it for the American market, and they came up with the Ultimate Fighting Championship, and it wasn't fixed, but it was designed to showcase jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu as a selling point is that it is the martial arts superpower that you hear about in comic books and all the films growing up.
Well, the thing is, I did jiu-jitsu as a kid, but didn't take it that seriously. I think I got to purple belt, something like that. Turns out the guy who taught it was a pedo anyway, but that's a different story.
Handing out belts to who you like the most. Yeah. Come round to mine, I'll give you a red belt.
I was confused that he had me arms with both his arms, but I was still like feeling the pain there. No, but genuinely, I didn't realise what jiu-jitsu was about, and I used to find it boring. Now that I look back and I think, well, yeah, I had like the basis for it there and just ignored it.
So they started the Ultimate Fighting Challenge, and it was an all-on-one night knockout tournament where you would advance through, I think it was a quarters, a semis, and a final, all on one night to see who was, or which martial arts was the best. We've got a poster.
This was 1993, wasn't it?
We've got a poster.
Like
I was born.
Like they had the different types of karate.
Yeah, the kumates.
Yeah.
So I think the original poster that we've got in there, it's got something along like kickboxing versus wrestling versus sumo versus karate versus all the way through. And that's what it was. It was like, which style is the best?
Yeah.
So that was what the first 2-3 UFCs were. Then he's just got mad cunts sort of entering it, like Tank Abbott.
Just steroids,
which I think is
bastards.
the exact phrase that... I mean, that's what Tank Abbott is. He's just a fucking mad cunt, right? He's just an absolute big barroom bully. He's at the end of the day.
Yeah, he is.
And hard as a coffin nail. And that, from the Tank Abbott onwards days, it sort of evolved into, you started to pick up your Anderson Silvers, you started to pick up your Chuck Liddells, your Tito Ortiz. And that's when people started to get more of a rounded skill set. Yeah. And people had to learn jiu-jitsu to know about it, and people had to learn striking arts, and it evolved and it evolved and it evolved, and now it's the sport that we see now, whereas you don't see specialists coming into the sport now. You see well-rounded athletes.
You have to be able to do everything, don't you?
Yeah, they're high level in jiu-jitsu, they're high level in grappling, they're high level at kickboxing, they're high level at striking, they're an elite level in fitness. Because you have to be even be considering competing at this level now.
I remember what drew my attention to it is like when someone went, "Oh, it's a cage fight." I'm like, what?
The cage makes it mad.
What, you mean they can't get out? They've got to stand there and...
Not that in any other fight people just run away, but the idea of them being locked in, because it comes. That's almost from like that wrestling thing of like when it's the cage match. That it's serious. Then it's the cage match.
mean,
like
that was nuts. They had a roof on there.
Yeah, exactly. And somehow people always manage to get out of it.
Exactly.
But yeah, that feeling of, I remember that at school as well. It's like, no, it's real. Like people being scared and like daren't talk about it. It's this real inner cage locked in. As Niko Price covers his face here.
When you see people on a night out and they want to tell you about like the fights they've had, they don't go home mixed martial arts.
No.
Cage fighter.
Yeah. Cage fighter seems more menacing, doesn't it?
Appeals to them instantly.
Just see flames and bad t-shirts.
Yeah. It's lost a bit of that, isn't it, with the Reebok stuff? You don't see those like... Or the affliction and
like the tap out stuff.
Tap out, that was a big one.
Well, they tried to make it more professional, and they sort of did that, but they also took a lot of the personality away.
Yeah.
And that was what made stars.
It is.
Because when it's everyone's beige as fuck, you stand out by being different.
Being weird.
Yeah. And you had someone like Dan Hardy, who's a punk, and he's got stupid red hair and a mohawk, and
you remember
his walkout shirts all represent everything like that. And just
that was cool, wasn't it? That's
but
a
that's
shame
his
a bit.
personality. And now
Yeah.
Is the only
if
one
Dan
now
Hardy
that
was
is
fighting now,
flamboyant
he'd
like
walk out in a t-shirt that
In
says
grey-
UFC.
and grey shorts.
Yeah.
Or or maybe some black and red shorts if they let him have
Man,
it.
you miss Tank Abbott like beating a piss out of someone and then drinking a fucking beer in the middle of the stage.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that is like flamboyant now or in
Yeah,
that sort of sense?
you have different styles of people of flamboyant. You see it more in sometimes
Someone
in
like
other
Adesanya,
Yeah.
or someone like that, Stylebender, yeah, like.
other organisations as well allows that still.
Yeah.
People have their own sponsorships and stuff, and you see a bit more of that. But yeah, it has to be done out of the ring more now. I
Case
think
chat in the comments reckoning this not getting out of round one, thinking Geoff Neal's gonna light this nerd up.
imagine calling him a nerd if he was here as well.
Yeah,
I'll call him a nerd.
Would you? And just get thrown through that wall?
Yeah,
He's just a hard nerd.
Yeah.
he's not a
Hard.
fucking nerd.
Yeah.
Hey, look at him.
It's the hair.
He's a fucking nerd.
Yeah. Seems like a nice
Geoff Neal's
man.
a little bit too relaxed, if anything.
Yeah.
It can be a good thing and a bad thing, that kind
Yeah.
of. I think being relaxed can allow you to throw, but you need that aggression for the venom
man.
in it, don't you?
Fight of the night so far. Let us know in the comments which one you think you enjoyed the most. I quite enjoyed the last fight, even though it killed my acca.
At least we saw that big knee was good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, popped
Here
in
we go.
there, didn't
Here
he?
we go. Here we go. Here we go. What's going on here? Geoff Neal take the back. Oh, trying to fucking suplex him. Nope, not having it.
Yeah, he's not relaxed now. He's not a nice man. Him.
No, he's not. He's a nasty
he's
man.
got
He's got his neck.
Just holding him like
Yeah,
someone's
he's
holding a
going
dog
there.
or something.
I often have to hold Diesel like
Yeah.
that.
Do you know what?
Stop
Get
it!
out your mouth.
Stop it!
What's in your mouth?
What is it?
You know what? I love this saying. And then when I worked at the prison and we were training, we called it love a limb. You just grab a limb, and hold on for it, and you love that limb like it's your kid. You don't let go. You don't let go. Eventually, they're knackered, and you can take them where you take them. But
That's what Tsarukyan was doing in that last fight, wasn't it?
Armbar. No, it's love the limb, mate.
Love the limb.
Sorry, go on.
That's what he was doing that last fight, innit? Just hugging his
Yeah,
leg,
yeah.
holding his leg, holding his,
That's
loving
why
that
I said
limb.
he mustn't have been hugged as a kid, and now he's getting it all in now.
Yeah.
With
Nearly
the
halfway
occasional-
through round one. Cage chat. I don't think your prediction's looking too tight on.
No.
Ooh.
He's landed a couple of lefts
Yeah, he
there,
is.
though, Geoff Neal.
And he keeps, as they're breaking from those clinches, he keeps chucking that left hand in, doesn't he? And
Both
Price
ways.
hasn't really managed to do that at all.
Oh, Price landed a nice straight right there, but he's staying in the pocket. And
Yeah.
For me, it looks like Geoff Neal's happy with that.
Yeah, it looked there like Neal, he was going to throw that left, and he sort of half threw it, and Price didn't move, but he just didn't throw it the whole way. It's like he's there for the taking, but I think he was sort of second-guessed himself a little bit there.
I don't like this where we know it's UFC. Why are they making them wear UFC on the shorts?
Because that's the whole thing, and it has to be about the brand. It's all the brand.
The brand's known now. Promote the fighters, don't you?
Yeah.
Promote the fighters properly, like you used to.
Yeah.
Promote everyone.
Ooh.
If you promote some of these smaller guys a bit better,
Yeah.
you find your new Conor McGregor. You can't just be like, please come and fight again, Conor,
No.
and we'll sell some pay-per-views. You sell some pay-per-views if they promoted Mighty Mouse a tenth of what they promoted Conor, and then they go, doesn't sell pay-per-views. Did you actually try promoting a guy?
No.
When was the last time he was on Saturday Night
Exactly.
Live, sitting on someone's
when you
knee and
both
telling them
just-
about his day?
Wearing UFC. It's like they own you.
They do own you.
Yeah.
But they make you do all this, like, and then go, you're a self-employed contractor.
Yeah.
Like, well,
Yeah,
not
you don't have
really.
any rights or a union or anything like that, but you can't do anything else either.
Proper monopoly.
Yeah. Ooh, whoa!
Oh shit!
They almost
I thought we had a
both
double
fucking went out
knockout
there.
then. Double knockout.
If he hadn't been it,
Prices, they both got rocked then, didn't they?
Yeah.
they did. That's why he's not.
Neal's
throwing
on top.
punches the
Neal's
wall.
on his back
'Cause
there.
that'd have been the perfect opportunity for him to do him then. But
Yeah, he couldn't do it.
Minute or so left in round one. It almost looked like they both knocked each other out. Both hit the deck. Price got up the quicker, and he's currently on top in Geoff Neal's guard, and he's doing the old palm over the mouth trick, which is an absolute nose.
Yeah.
Neal's struggling to get out from underneath him here.
Yeah,
Maybe
he
he
is.
just wants to ride this round out.
think
There's
he does.
40 odd seconds left.
shows you how quick
Ooh,
he can go.
got him with
around,
another
doesn't
one
it?
there.
I don't. He's legs
Price is pouring it
Ooh.
in.
That's the first time he stood up from that punch, so I don't think he realised his legs had gone.
No. That was mad, wasn't it? Imagine if
Yeah.
they both. But you see it very occasionally. You see it.
I've seen
And you just
that
go,
once.
referee
Little
goes,
bump.
oh shit.
What happens here then?
I just count.
Yeah. What does happen?
In boxing, they just do the count and the first one got up.
No
Really?
counting MMA, is there? I don't know what you do.
No, I don't. Because there's that famous one where it's those two bald guys and they almost look like the same person. It looks like just someone put a mirror down and someone hit the mirror. Like they both knock each other out exactly the same time. I never actually knew who won the fight.
The ref calls it
no
off, doesn't
contest?
he? He waves it off, yeah. I don't know.
No contest.
That's nice.
He waves it off as if to say fight's
Both
over,
laughed at each other.
but I don't know what it means on the back end of that.
No. We need to see that again. I would give that round to Neal, I think, just for the overall... That pressure in the first sort of 3 or 4 minutes, definitely. But that was the end of the round, and going into the second round, very even again, isn't it? That was levelled it back up.
It puts that bit of doubt, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can't. Some of that confidence has to have gone now, doesn't it? He's got to have a bit of fear now. See that he stepped him down that one early on. Yeah.
Well.
Oh, that was why they went down. They headbutted each other. Bink.
Punched each other, then headbutted each other.
Neal. So
So
Neal punched him, and as he landed, his head hit Neal's temple, didn't he, and almost knocked him out.
It's no good.
It's no good at all, is it?
Just reminds me of when I would jumped over that pole and landed on the floor.
Oh, I mean, that was a great little combo.
Yeah, it was.
Talking about accidents that you've done to yourself, like I remember once we were playing like football training and we was in this little sports hall and we had to sprint to the other side, but I didn't stop and I ran in and headbutted the wall. That was another time I knocked myself
Just
out.
ran straight to just like the wall wasn't there.
I tried to slow down but couldn't.
But the teachers were absolutely crapping themselves after that as well. Anytime someone gets hurt at school, everyone's like, it's not my fault, it's not my fault.
No, God.
I wasn't it?
Yeah.
But that one I didn't actually try and laugh and pretend that I wasn't hurt.
I did that at school.
Here we go then, round 2 underway. Geoff,
Ooh.
Neal, and Niko Price.
Oh,
Oh my God! I don't even know how to
Just
describe
swinging.
what the
Everyone's
fuck is happening
just
here.
swinging and spinning.
Yeah, basically everyone's mashing the keypad.
It looked like-
I don't know who's going to go down first.
It looked like Neal
This
hurt
is
him and then...
fucked up, man. At a minute,
he's-
Niko Price has got Geoff Neal in a guillotine.
No.
I think he's
He ain't
escaped
got
it.
it. He ain't got it. He's across
There
to
was
the side,
about,
buddy.
I don't want to exaggerate here, but 6 million punches just thrown in that last 30 seconds. Jesus.
Just when I thought he was going down, he just...
Yeah.
He came back the other way, didn't he?
Came back from the dead.
Yeah.
Say that's when you're most dangerous, though, isn't it? When you think you're going...
Because you just start
Fight for dear
swinging
life,
shit. Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason to it. You just go and have that. And it lands. Wowzer.
Cut, isn't he? Or is it?
Yeah. I think he's cut.
There was some good
Someone's
punches
cut.
there.
He's
Oh,
got his back there.
Neal's just stepped over like it was
a lot of
nothing.
He's
A lot of
managed
them
to come
He's
back.
regained
on
half
both
guard,
sides,
though.
didn't they?
He's back in.
He's regained full guard.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, did well there. He's one of those Price that every time Neal's made that move and like he nearly knocked him out then, he just comes back in there. He looked like he was going to get full mount for a second.
If his nickname's not the zombie, it needs to be as
Yeah.
of next week.
Yeah. Just comes back.
Recovers well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
I
Although
love
he-
the corner cams.
yeah, so close to the face, isn't it?
They use a GoPro. I don't know if they get the live feed off the GoPro.
Like shouting at a selfie.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Neal's
nice.
sat up and he's
Getting
landing
a
big
piss
now.
beat out of him now,
Yeah.
Price.
You only need a
He's-
couple of them to go through,
I
don't
mean,
you?
Yeah.
he's bleeding on the floor as well there.
Yeah.
3 minutes left as well.
Yeah. This is a long time now.
Yeah, it is.
And this is the dangerous thing because a lot of people will tell you sitting, like having guard, that's a nice, you're in control. Fuck you are.
No. The one I always think of is the Miocic against Overeem, where he's just drilling. They're just those so straight through, and it was like 4 of them, and he was just out, wasn't he?
Well, Fedor, like people used to pull guard on Fedor all the time. And he was like, yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Have
see ya.
one of these. I just absolutely
Oh, well, he
winged
just-
you
yeah,
right
he
over
just
the
that.
top, and you're like, yeah, that's a defensive position.
Yeah.
And from that
Stop
position,
it.
Flying
there's
over.
nowhere for your head to go.
No,
Your
no.
neck won't go
Pinned
back,
to the
takes-
floor.
Your neck doesn't.
The one thing you can do is you can use your legs to push off one side or another.
He's going.
Yeah.
Oh, he's out. He's
He's
out,
going.
man. He's
He's
out.
going.
Stop this shit.
He's gone.
Stop it.
Yeah,
Fucking
it's
hell.
over.
How many times do you want it? It's over. Geoff Neal, win. By nearly killing a guy.
That's a fight.
Good fight,
That
though.
was a brilliant
That's a
finish.
fight.
That was an excellent
Loads of
fight.
credit to Price there. Every
See,
time he looked like
if
he was
that
gone.
fight had been promoted,
Yeah.
What?
and
Yeah,
they'd built
great
that
fight.
fight up.
So watch what this nerd's going to do.
There was,
Oh, I
they-
don't- he wasn't
I don't
knocked
think that's an
out,
early
but-
stoppage.
He
No, I think it was a
wasn't
late
defending
stoppage.
himself, was
Anything.
he?
There was a couple of times where his arms was totally
He
flat.
didn't
just took
react
a
in the
full-
way you would expect to someone in the head, was it? He was
No.
losing it. He didn't have everything there.
He didn't cover his face.
No.
If you're not covering your face, then you're not
You don't need to wait till someone's completely unconscious to stop it.
Oh, that's such a good left hand, wasn't it?
Is. And then
he follows it up with about another 7.
But this is where he came back though, because he lands.
There's one punch that gets through here.
He sort of lands.
Is that sort of
that
wrist,
one there?
wasn't it?
Yeah.
He saw it over the ear again there. He didn't have many answers though, did he? When it went to the floor there,
Geoff.
Price didn't really have many answers from the bottom, did he?
No. I mean,
It was
you're
one-
in a
it
bad
was one-
position.
And also,
got-
he's just
First one
That
under
one
his
there,
chin.
that one, that
Yeah.
one, that one, that 5,
There.
6.
Yeah, that last
There was
one.
probably 6 that there was no need for, really.
That first one, though, just set it up as it come under his
That
chin.
one doesn't really land, but there's one. This right hand here, there. Yeah, that's it. Nah, I don't think so.
Nah, I think you're wrong, Joe.
No, I don't think he could.
I think you're wrong. That shit was finished.
If he'd have threw 2 more, then they did. I mean, fair play to him. Straight after he's got up, he's still got his legs, but you're gonna get pummeled there, aren't you? It's not gonna stop.
No, it wasn't defending. It was hardly
That's good to
defending
see, I
himself
like
at all, even before he was landing those bombs, and then that last one at the end, straight onto his chin.
Brilliant finish. Excellent fight.
Yeah,
enjoyed
good fight.
that.
Coming up next, are we going to have another upset? Potential upset? Can we find
It's a
out?
Cyborg already.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
This has flown by.
Smashed it, lads.
Time flies when it's 4:38 in the morning, doesn't it?
Is that what it is?
Yeah. That was a good fight. I enjoyed
It
that
was.
one a lot.
Really good fight.
Shooter box.
I've never quite. I've always, that, do you know? Do you have sometimes you have words or thoughts that go through your head a lot? Just when you're doing
I do that when
regular
I'm
life.
thinking, yeah.
Mortgage.
And you have things that just go through. Like,
Mortgage.
once a week, shooter box goes through my head.
Shooter box.
Shooter box.
What's shootable?
In that, with
like
a Brazilian accent
Shooter
on it as
box.
well.
Yeah, like that sort of Brazil. It's some sort of
Shooter box.
Brazilian boxing, isn't it?
Well, it's MMA, but it's basically
Yeah.
Western boxing and a bit of like takedowns. thrown
And
into
just
it.
kicking the shit out of each other in sparring like you've never. Have you ever seen this?
I need
that-
to look this up.
training videos of that. It's
Yeah,
like
you
training.
you didn't spar
These people
there.
look
You
like
fought there.
it's you're in a prison. Whoever wins this fight gets to leave. It's
Wow.
insane. This sparring, isn't it? That's where people like Dos Anjos used to do all that stuff, didn't he? Did he do that?
I don't know if Dos Anjos came.
There's
out
a lot of
there,
the
but
Brazilians.
You're looking at Vanderlei Silva.
Yeah.
You're looking at Cyborg.
Yeah,
I don't know if Vitor
I
was
think
there.
he might have done.
Basically, most of the Brazilian fighters
Yeah.
at one stage have rolled through there and had their arse handed to them.
Yeah, it's that just pure carnage. Absolutely. like-
Carnage is the only word.
Yeah.
Absolute mental.
Yeah, terrifying.
Have a look at that.
Shoot a box.
Shoot the books.
And it doesn't even.
When he got punched,
it's-
then he shouted, did he? I heard him say.
Like,
I
he's
actually
not-
heard him say, "Ow."
He's
my
not
face.
defending at all. He's just getting.
It's just
up.
it's just like that, isn't it? Like
It's not intelligently defending.
no,
which
it's
is
like
the
he's
term.
falling off a building in a film, isn't
He
it?
tried to hide behind rest legs.
Is that legal hiding behind the ref? If you stand behind him like you used to do with the T-shirt,
Then throat punch.
or your mum when your sister's coming after. Mum, I used to do that anyway. I don't know if anyone else did. My sister was 5 years older than me. That's a big age gap when you're 5.
My sister used to
Give me a
kick the shit
give me a
out of
break.
My sister used to kick the shit out of me.
Yeah, see.
I remember watching Kickboxer for the first time, and then I had my sister holding the pillars up while I kicked them. And I broke her fingers. So I wasn't allowed my tea that night.
That's no good, is it?
No. And she milked every bit of it as well. Made me go to
still
A&E with
hurts.
her. I had to sit there literally as my mum. Oh, you alright?
What did you do? Did you kick him or punching him?
I kicked it, like, I didn't mean to kick her,
No.
but it's kind of
But
nice,
pillows
but,
aren't real.
Nah,
They're not official.
nah.
What's the?
And I broke her fingers again. And,
Last week, 'cause
no,
she took my skips.
about a couple of months.
You took me scampy knickknacks.
Yeah, a couple of months after that, she like grabbed my ball and wouldn't give it me back, so I went to kick it out of her hands again.
So you broke her fingers twice in about 3 months.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet that second one was a laugh, wasn't it?
The second one I actually enjoyed. She wouldn't give me my ball back.
Second one was on purpose.
Yeah.
Right then, coming up, we have got in the co-main event Cris Cyborg returning to the octagon after getting a piss beaten out of her by Amanda Nunes. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah.
Against Felicia, the Phenom Spencer. Title implications potentially on this one, maybe because I'm not in a hurry to see a rematch.
Cyborg Nunes. No.
I don't need to see that again.
No.
I mean, do we need to see that? Comments. Do we need to see that again? I don't think we need to see that again. Let's have a look at the odds. There we go. Oh, they were just up and I missed them. Sorry, I've got them on the screen.
They're gone. Quick as a flash.
I've got them on the screen here. Anyway, so Cyborg is 2-15 to win this and 4-1 for Felicia Spencer. But because I'm an absolute savage, I went with Spencer because you've got to get a value in somewhere. And I just think sometimes when all fighters dip, they stay dip. They don't generally come back sometimes. And I think it's probably a little bit early for Spencer to be taking on and being confident of beating someone like Cyborg. But this shit does happen, so I went for it. And my bet of the day today actually was Spencer to win by way of submission. She wins more than half of her 7 victories have come by way of submission. I feel like a submission victory is how she's going to get it done, if at all, because I don't think she's outstriking Cyborg. So I thought it was probably going to be going down like that one. Undefeated, dominant victory in her last fight against Australian Megan Anderson. She is local, so she's got a bit of an advantage of fighting on home soil. And I think it's going to be a pretty interesting fight. Cyborg's such a weird character. Never took to her. Never. Really? Nah. Never really took to her.
I think it's hard to come back from a loss as well. I think there's more pressure on that fighter.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
the pressure is a good point.
They're showing the highlights.
When you're not known and you're fighting someone good.
And when's the last time she fought not as a champion? When was the last time that happened?
1996.
Exactly. She's been...
I don't know. A long-ass time ago.
She's always had the reputation of, who the hell is this, hasn't she?
And who's going to
No one's going to touch her. And then now, that's gone immediately.
The shit out of her.
Yeah.
Oh,
touched her for a long time. She was laying a lot on her. So
you could have even stopped it earlier.
Yeah, definitely. She was out for.
It was a late stoppage.
It
was a late stoppage.
So it's just how do you come back from that?
She's been rocking
that gloss of like this person is unbeatable.
Who would compete against Nunes and next? Do you reckon? Or
Brock Lesnar.
If he comes back.
Oh, she's probably too quick for him.
Probably.
I don't know. No one comes to mind.
Well, what's her name? Who was the champion before who vacated the belt?
Holly Holm?
No. Who was it? Was it Jermaine Durandamy? Was she the champion in vacated because she didn't want to fight Cyborg? There was someone who was the champion and was like,
fuck that shit.
You know what, I'm going to drop down. I'm going to invent a new division that has got 2 fighters in it, and I'll just stay around there.
Cyborg?
Did she actually say she didn't want to fight her?
Cyborg. No, I think you got the wrong number, mate. See you later. I'm not a UFC fighter anymore.
Did that come out, though? Did she actually say she didn't want to fight her? Or
that was what was suggested at the time.
We're looking at Phenom's debut there.
I'd respect someone more if they did actually just turn around and just go, nah.
Yeah, I'm a champion, but I'm a human being, right? Who knows what this looks like afterwards?
Imagine that, honest fighters. Oh, I'm scared.
Yeah. I'm terrified.
Pierre's come out, it's like, hey, I'm terrified.
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, I think most fighters who...
But he's like, but I get in there anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
There can't be many things more terrifying in the world.
I think as well, if you get beat, then you'd be like, there's always a chance of it happening.
I think one of the reasons people like fighting as well is that energy, that adrenaline, that fear. Like, humans are hardwired to be scared of fighting. That is just what...
And also, because you'd rather watch someone else getting punched than you.
Yeah, probably.
It's well better watching it than taking it.
Yeah.
It's the excitement without the pain.
She looks a little bit too nice to be fighting Cyborg.
She looks nice. She does look nice. Phenom479 on Twitter, on Instagram as well. Have they always done that? That's a relatively recent thing, isn't it?
Not putting social media on? It's 15 years or something.
Really?
Yeah, I remember when Joe Rogan was JoeRogan.net. Because that was what, like when people had the maddest Twitter handles and shit back in the day. And because Joe Rogan's website used to be I think it might still be JoeRogan.net because some other guy had JoeRogan.com, some fucking real estate guy.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan's made his Twitter. Like, why make your Twitter that as well? Don't just have Joe Rogan.
I guess Joe consistency Rogan. Across the board, isn't it?
And it was D-O-T-N-E-T. Joe
Rogan,
was it? D-O-T-N-E-T.
Yeah, we don't need that.
That's from like the mid-2000s. Yeah. Like, I remember that. That might have been why I ended up getting a Twitter.
Really?
From seeing it on the UFC, yeah, because they did used to push people's social media.
How long's Twitter been out now?
About 2005 or 6 it started, but it wasn't on that early. It was about 08, I reckon.
I know this doesn't mean anything, but the fact it does look like she's got a bit of a school uniform PE kit on. Does that to me makes me less confident?
I think she wore the exact same thing in her last fight, and she smoked Megan Anderson, who had like a really cool looking kit on.
Do you know what?
All the gear, no idea.
You heard it here first. If someone's wearing a cool kit, it don't mean they're going to win. That's
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Taekwondo black belt.
That's good.
It helps. Finished 5 out of 7, 4 submissions. Former Invicta featherweight champion, obviously undefeated, 7-0.
What are the heights on these two? How big is she? Is she going to have any sort of strength? She's not going to have a strength advantage, but is she perhaps going to have a size advantage?
She is.
She's on top of Cyborg.
5'6", Cyborg's 5'8".
It don't fill you with confidence.
Cyborg's a big cut though.
She doesn't look like the type of woman that stands
She's a big
on
what?
The edge of
She's
the
a big
garden
cut.
screaming at you because you're like, get in, it's your bath time.
Yeah.
Like that scary mum on the
She looks like a mum. She does look like a mum.
scary mum.
She does look like a mum.
Though,
No, but she does look like. I mean,
no, I know she. Yeah.
Like, you could say
and then you
did look
see
like a dad bod,
this.
yeah, and she
She looks
just
like a dad, not a
Yeah.
dad bod. She looks like someone's dad.
She's looking a bit soft actually. She's got a bit of bingo wing going on there, Cyborg.
Is
Looks
she?
like you'd see her on the
Yeah, look at
Piccadilly
that left.
Arches.
Look at that right arm there.
How old is she?
38, I think.
No, she's much younger than that. And she's like 34.
She is 34.
Yeah.
She's just had that
She
much
just
fucking
looks
surgery on her face.
I
That
know.
she looks so old. I mean, what are her fight ages?
Yeah, I
So
don't
look
even
what
know.
her fight age is, because it must be gross.
Was that a thing? Can you look that up?
Yep, I can. Combat age 35.
Who's his? I bet. Who do you think has got the biggest discrepancy between their real age and their fight age?
Sean Lomas.
Really? Well, I bet.
If you don't know who Sean Lomas is, you need to fucking work on your...
Need to look. Need to.
Yeah, I don't think
swat
you can
up.
search him, mate. What the fuck?
Robbie Lawless has got to be high.
Yeah, McDonald's. He's been fighting since he was very young.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can search just by England.
Let's get to the top.
I'm going to search just by United Kingdom.
Singing away there, Steve. She looks
She
pumped.
does not look 34.
She looks pumped, so you know.
No, this has only got like quite relatively new and decent fighters in.
Right.
Sean Lomas. Should I pull up his record?
She looks up for it, doesn't she?
She always looks up for it. Fucking maniac.
Yeah.
Honestly, she's a terrifying individual.
Yeah.
Sean Lomas's record is 23 wins and 75 losses. He's not fought. Oh, he fought actually. Kelly Gladiator. Yeah, he did fight actually. I think he was there for that. Was it there for that? No, it
Doesn't
wasn't there
give
for
up,
that.
does
one.
he? 75 losses?
No.
Wow.
And that's his MMA record. I know he also fights kickboxing and several other combat sports as well.
He's a jack of all trades.
He's an absolute savage. He'll fight you in your garden for a fiver. According to this, his record is 23 and 75.
Oh no!
So he's definitely got a high combat
That's
edge, I would
not
imagine.
real.
And he also does
It's nuts, isn't
kickboxing.
Who
regular
keeps sanctioning
boxing.
these fights?
Exactly.
From Sheffield as well, my neck of the woods.
Yeah, it's really. He'd fight you in your garden for a fiver, I think.
That's 100 fights.
And I know he's had kickboxing, regular boxing, Muay Thai.
How old is he?
I don't know.
No one knows.
I don't know.
You can't find a human through the scar tissue to even try and age him.
Here we go. Both fighters in the cage then. We are getting ready to rumble. Tiago Farias in the comments says, Cyborg in about a minute. Let us know what you guys think. It's too late to take advantage of the special offer, but maybe we'll have some special offers coming your way for future pay-per-views, so make sure to stick it with MMA Latest for all of those.
He's still sticking with Spencer to win this one.
Well, I went for the odds, didn't I, really? I mean, I would assume the bookies have got some sort of inkling on what's going on here.
Right.
So now your bet's not
So you're
working,
backing
you
down.
Well, my
Is that
bet's
what it
off
is?
anyway. My
That's
bet's
what I mean.
already down, but I mean, it's so like, isn't it? If you pick,
Yeah.
I think Cyborg's gonna. Oh, really?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I mean, what I will say is, I'm intrigued to see what Spencer's ground game can do against Cyborg, because you're not gonna stand with her.
No.
If your brain works in any way, shape, or form, you're not gonna stand with her.
Go straight for the ankles.
Spencer rear naked choke in the third, says Cage Chat. Cyborg in 2 rounds, says William Ramirez.
One punch knockout.
Imagine.
So we know Cyborg lost her last fight by knockout. She's 20-2. How did she lose that first loss? Do you know?
Let's get her up, mate.
Because the way she fights, I obviously against someone who's a very high level striker, she is susceptible to hits because she's quite loose with her hands, isn't she?
She's a maniac, yeah.
But obviously, you have to be so high level to take advantage of that. And seemingly, Spencer isn't a striker, is she? So that's my worry.
Oh, she got caught there, though. No,
Yeah.
straight right.
She's
coming
Cyborg
in
is
hard,
swinging, isn't
isn't
she?
she?
Cyborg swing. But Spencer, like I said, landed that straight right as she was
It was
coming
her
in.
first ever fight.
She's out
Submission
to
knee
it as well.
bar in
Submission
1 minute.
Whoa. Cyborg over the top
2005.
again. Cyborg is swinging, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's going big.
Like,
Spencer needs to go for a
their
takedown.
punches are
eh?
ridiculous, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Spencer's
not
definitely
even
got
fair.
that mum bod going on. Oh,
Yeah.
she came in with a lead
Yeah, she
elbow
did.
then, though. Interesting.
Jumped in with it.
She fancies it.
Ooh,
I think the time is to
Cyborg
maybe
caught
change
there.
levels
Yeah.
and take this bitch
This
down.
is getting a bit... It's just scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Someone's
Oh,
bleeding,
she's
though.
got-
Someone's bleeding.
Cyborg, that.
Was it that leading elbow?
Yeah.
It looks like it's at the middle of her forehead there, so that
it
will
is,
be
yeah.
the point of an elbow,
That'll
won't
start
it?
playing on her head now as well.
Yeah. This is good. This is what she needs to do. Pressure against the cage.
Yeah, I'd like to see her try a
Spen-
takedown, though.
Because Spencer's
Try a
not showing
takedown.
fair, is she?
I think
No.
she's struggling to try to take that.
I think she's
Cyborg's
struggling with
got
the
her arm wrapped
power
up
of
there.
her, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She can't get low enough to take her down because her arm's stuck.
Yeah.
Does look
Yeah,
like
that's a
one
bit of
the
a cut though.
aliens on
That's
stage,
that's
Geoff.
that's bleeding. That cut. And the thing is, Cyborg's got a black belt in jiu-jitsu, hasn't she?
Yes.
But it's hard to know with that how much she trains that, how much you keep that, because you never lose that black belt.
You've
once
also
got it, do
got,
you?
like, being a black belt in the gi translates
Yeah.
very little to having MMA gloves on and striking
Yeah.
at the same time, being covered in blood.
But that won't necessarily help Spencer as well if everything's getting slippy and
Yeah.
slicked up. Oh, Cyborg
Oh my
broke free
god!
and landed
Oh my
there.
god! Spencer
That's
is just getting
that's
tuned
Yeah.
up on the feet. She needs to find a way to engage. I mean,
Cyborg looks like she's been shot in the head, doesn't
does,
she?
it's proper.
Yeah.
There's like a bullet hole cut on the head. It honestly looks like a film where you've shot her in the head and she's
I
gone.
think Spencer's in the
Nah.
wrong weight class. To be honest,
Yeah, she looks small.
She
And
doesn't look as strong, does she?
No.
Cyborg is taller, leaner,
My
and
God,
so much more muscular.
Cyborg just hit with a leg kick and put her down.
Just
Has anyone
even
ever
looking at
passed
her, you
out from a
think
leg kick?
She's strong.
There's been a.
There's been stoppages from leg kicks, hasn't
Yeah,
there?
Barbosa, I think, has got a stoppage from a leg kick. Was it Uriah Faber? Did he stop Uriah Faber?
Needs to get to that.
No, it was Aldo Faber that was the one with the terrible leg kicks, wasn't it?
Well,
Do you remember that? Aldo
Yeah,
against Faber,
it
that was
is.
horrible. It's like, that is almost sad to watch, isn't it? Because it's just so demoralising, like they just can't stand up. She's living up to the Cyborg thing, though, like an action film where you shoot someone in the head and she just keeps fighting you.
Why won't you die? Oh no.
Yeah, she's giving it. She's really,
Yeah, if
Let
she
him
tells
rip
me
there.
my tea's ready, I'm coming in.
yeah.
She can't close that gap either. The
No.
reach is just too much.
Yeah, she is taking shots, isn't she? I think since that first minute or so, she's not really landed anything either.
There you
But then again, she's got blood in her eye.
Rafaelo Oliveira, TKO leg kicks. I'm sure he's got another one.
This is Edson.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah,
it hurt that.
yeah, it did.
Oh, yeah.
She comes
There's
out with
another
that.
one, TKO leg kicks,
Jesus
TKO leg
Christ.
kicks. He's got 3 TKO leg kicks.
That's pretty sensational, isn't it? Not just when someone can't stand up, like an old German Shepherd. We're gonna have to put him down. Did you see that?
Oh, shit!
Superman elbow or punch or something.
Spencer's,
Yeah, that's why
Spencer's
she's-
landed a few, and
Yeah.
it's just turned Cyborg
On.
into the Terminator.
Yeah, she's reacting to that because that hurt, didn't
That
it?
hurt, that.
Yeah.
That's the game, innit? You feel one, you throw a load
Yeah.
back to go, didn't hurt me.
Was that she sort of went?
You see
got
them
up.
when she's up against the cage.
Yeah, she's breathing.
Yeah, she is.
Oh,
All over the top.
That was nice. That was like a
Some of
John
that.
Jones elbow, wasn't it, over his shoulder?
nice.
She doesn't look the type.
No.
Can she,
She can get her
she
down.
can't take her down. She's
I
really
think
struggling
she
taking
could
her
do,
down.
you know.
Oh, shoot.
Oh,
Shoot
took
box
a heavy
tattoo on
knee
the
in the
calf.
belly there.
I think it's a shoebox tattoo. Looks like one. How long we got left here? 30 seconds or so.
29, yeah.
Probably not going to do nothing. But
If she can get a
wouldn't be
takedown,
a bad idea.
I think Cyborg still probably won the round, but damage done.
Just keep doing that. Knee to the leg. Loosen her up a
Yeah.
bit for the next round.
She's done better, much better than I thought she'd do.
This has got to,
She's been.
this has got to make her doubt a bit.
Yeah, exactly. She's got hurt on the feet definitely,
You just
but
you've been flying elbows.
she's landed punches.
Jesus. Like trying to fight
Spencer's
a
landed
fucking
punches.
wildcat, innit?
Yeah.
It's just coming at you.
Yeah. Spencer's done more damage than I
Wow.
thought she would.
And
Impressive.
sounds like the crowd is right on
Yeah.
it there for Spencer.
Yeah, well, she's Canadian, isn't she?
What's all that about?
Sideboard. Looking a bit... I want to see that cut.
Oh, that's a big
Is
one.
that's not the... Is that sliced the cut?
I think that might be an inch
No.
long gap in her FOD.
If that...
She went connected,
Is that...
didn't it?
That whole thing's the cut, innit?
Yeah.
Oh my god. It looks like there's been an earthquake on her forehead and like the skin has just separated.
It's about that big. It's a good inch.
It's like, and yeah.
She's got a big FOD as well, to be fair.
Yeah, she has.
So imagine how big that
Big.
Oh, yeah.
What
I
gauge
thought it
is
was a
open?
dot and
I
that
think
was
it
the
was.
drip.
I think
was.
it's
And I think
opened up
the-
since.
yeah, the
That's a
second
big
elbow.
cut.
She's found it since.
Watch this flying elbow she does though.
You'll see it in a minute. Cyborg, to be fair, did obviously got the better of the striking overall.
Oh man, that leg kick that put her down was
Yeah.
brutal.
You'll see it in a minute. It's like a Superman elbow, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was a scrap.
I didn't show it.
Cyborg turned it into a scrap. Look at her face. She's covered in Cyborg's blood. Yep. That's a
Which
big
does
old
disintegrate
cut.
skin
That
if you leave
is
it.
a big old cut.
Yeah, it is.
That is a big old cut. Round 2 is underway in the co-main
This is a fight,
event.
this. This
Oh,
is
it's a
that-
scrap and a
yeah,
half.
this is
And
good.
we all want Spencer to win. I think just because fucking Buddha Cyborg beating up bitches, I think. Is the top of the bottom.
Oh!
She did well to catch it because
She just
she
kicked
can't
her
fucking
jaw
put her
off.
down, man.
Oh my god.
That was a big kick to
Quick
the
reminder
jaw.
of
that.
those odds.
There's no
We
need
have
for
got
kicks in the
Cyborg
face.
as an overwhelming favourite. Let's have a look at that.
This is good, this, isn't it?
Cyborg, as you can see, just such an overwhelming favourite there at 2-15,
I think I'd have
4
been
to
swallowing
1
the teeth,
for
man.
Spencer. But she is right in this fight.
Yeah, she's pressing him against the cage.
And she's the one who's drawn a serious amount of blood
Yeah.
so far.
How did that kick
Can't
not
get her
knock
down,
out
though.
then?
I think
Can't
she
get her
might have
down,
just
though.
caught it, but
She took it right.
She's trying for
look
that
at that
over the top
elbow.
elbow every
I like
time.
that. I really
like
like
it.
that.
It's making her think, innit? I like
Yeah.
that.
sneaky.
Smacking the side of
Surprised
the
more
ear.
people don't do that. Because it's so hard to see coming when it's coming from like sort of
It's a
behind the
clever
back,
elbow.
isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
a clever elbow.
Can't take her down though. She's locked onto
There you
a
go.
single
Again, look.
leg. It's making her have to do stuff. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
When
Well,
she
this
comes-
round,
tried to
Cyborg's
stop
done
her.
nothing. Well, she had that kick, but for a minute of a minute 10
See,
we've had,
she
it's
can't
been.
take her down. That's the issue.
Yeah,
if
that's
she could
true.
take her down, she can win this fight.
We've only got 3 rounds as well. That's
While
the
she's
problem.
there, she should be kneeing that.
As, if this was 5
That
rounds,
leg a
I'd
bit
almost give
weaker.
him a better chance. As Cyborg tires, you
See,
might be able to get some
I mean,
takedowns.
it's
Elbow.
the power of Cyborg when she goes,
Yeah.
oh, I'm bored now.
Yeah,
I'm just
I'll
going to
just
move
turn
you
you
out of the
around.
way. Deal with that.
That's good. She's turning
well.
back though.
She's got to get her down. I
Yeah,
think
she
she's
has.
got to get the takedown to show that she can take her down at least.
Yeah. Put another level of fear in her. Like, I don't think Cyborg thought she was going to get cut by her,
I
if
don't-
she did.
No, it's not really a takedown. You can't pull guard on her and call it a takedown.
No.
Oh.
Oh,
And you
no.
don't want Cyborg on top of you.
No.
This is bad. This is real bad,
Yeah,
okay?
this ain't good.
Up kick to death. Do it.
Are you allowed to up kick to the chin now?
If
She's
they're
hurt
standing.
now, isn't
If
she?
they're
She didn't
completely
get up.
standing, yeah.
You can.
She's trying to just time it right because Cyborg's going to try and maul her.
Kick her head when she stands
Oh,
up.
that was a big right. 2 big rights from Cyborg.
Yeah.
That one lucky it missed with her left.
She's
Done
trying
well
to get
with
Now
the
that.
right
she's
side,
stuffed in
isn't
a
she?
corner.
She's
What have we
so-
got? 3 minutes left. That's a long ass time with Cyborg trying to fuck
Look
you
at
up.
knee on the head.
Neon face.
Yeah.
It's an interesting maneuver.
Wow.
Cyborg in north-south with
Yeah.
one of the legs of Spencer pinned. She's in a world of shit here.
Yeah, she is.
Well, to stay awake then, didn't
Oh, a
she?
heavy knee to
Knee
the
to the
side
kidney.
there.
That's
Heavy
very
knee
close.
from on
You
the
got to be
top.
careful because you're not allowed to knee to the spine. So that was
not?
very close to that. Then.
Yeah, because she was turned up to her side, wasn't she? I
It's
didn't know you
turned
weren't
away
allowed
from
to
her.
knee to the spine. Well, because it can just paralyse someone.
Cyborg
I assume
is an
so, yeah.
evil fighter, though, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
not-
She's called fucking Cyborg.
Yeah.
She's not called fucking Rainbows.
She's the sort of person in a film where, like, the big American male fighter goes to, like, this street boxing fight, and then it's her that he has to fight.
like,
And
"Get
go, I'll take it. And then he just
step back and
screams,
let her get up.
gets fucking battered.
It's like, come on.
She just can't take her down.
No.
Cyborg's going to end up pulling away with this one, I think. Unless she can try and fucking just Superman punch that hole in her head.
Yeah.
Edgar.
See, I don't understand why she's let her get. I know she can let go with her hands, but the 2 times that she's been caught is when she's been stood up. You had her on her back. She's done well to recover her, though. Really
Yeah,
well.
Cyborg's. She looks like she's trying to get some air back in her
Same.
lungs, doesn't it?
Little punt.
I think she's tired, Cyborg.
she's noticing the blood dribble down.
That'd be
her face,
interesting, wouldn't it? If she can.
The problem is, though, I think Cyborg won that first round. This one is close, but Cyborg had that top position for a long time.
Nice.
I think we need something from this.
It's got to be at least a
final
takedown,
minute.
otherwise Cyborg goes into it
2-0.
2-0.
Yeah. Despite her,
she's grappling, but she's not getting the takedown.
No. She's done more than I thought she would, but she hasn't won a round, has she?
Even with the home crowd.
Yeah.
Or are we hoping for a Hail Mary tired Cyborg in the
Ooh,
third?
she landed there.
She keeps getting
Take
that
that
left arm.
She's
Choke
hit
that
that
bitch
jar
out.
a few times. They'll take it out. She still looks strong when she throws that punch.
Cyborg's so fucking strong, man.
She's got that body. She's got like Cub Swanson's body, hasn't she? That like tall, lean, but just so muscly still.
Jacked.
Yeah.
Have you seen her doing deadlifts?
No, I don't want to. It scare me.
I think
It might.
Oh, she walked
shit,
onto
was
that
a
right
big
hook,
one,
didn't
I
she?
think if she reached for a drink.
And again there.
Yeah, this is 27 seconds left in the round. I don't think she wants a third, does she? She seems to have caught her breath in the last minute or so, doesn't she?
Cyborg's come back into this and is finishing very
Yeah.
strong. I think this probably makes it 2-0 to Cyborg for
Yeah.
definite.
Yeah.
I don't think even a takedown right now would probably do much.
Oh,
And
yeah. She just stood.
She's just getting caught.
A bit
up
rabbit
well
in the
now.
headlights there. There's a time she just sort of stood
The
still
fuck are
and
you
watched
doing,
her.
girl?
Watched herself get punched in the face.
She's like,
You know what? She's done better than everyone expected,
She
though.
knows
Except
what-
you,
she's
of course,
like,
who
what
thought
the
she'd
fuck?
win.
I didn't think she'd win. I just backed her to win.
No, I'm only joking. But yeah, she's done much better than I expected. And she can take a punch.
Well,
She really
she
can.
can that because she's had a few of those to take.
Yeah, and
I
that
think
knee
I'd
to
have been dead off the
that
first
knee
one.
to the teeth at the start of that last round.
honestly.
Oh, hit the subscribe button, or we'll send Cyborg round to fuck you up.
Send her around.
Oh yeah, imagine her being a bailiff.
You could imagine her working for like the Brazilian police or something, couldn't you? After she retires
Cyborg's
in the
after her.
K9 unit.
I'll
Look
just
at that head, that forehead of
is a
Cyborg.
Bad. Well, she's going to see that in the morning and be
Yeah.
like, Jesus.
What's happened here then?
No chance. I'm scared of
Oh,
her.
that's a real cut. That's bad, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, if you're Spencer's corner right now, you're going, do you see the gash in her head? Make it bigger than her
Yeah.
head.
Put your finger in it. Is that legal?
No, not technically, no.
Gouging, innit? Oh, shame, innit?
Accidentally pull your hand across.
Accidentally tuck two fingers underneath it. Oh. Have we got on that?
Right, this is the one.
Here we go, third and final round. I think a lot of people surprised to see Spencer still standing in this one.
They both had their hair done off them people on the beach on holiday, innit?
Yeah, shells down the side. You're not allowed to put your fingers in someone's mouth, are you?
No. What's you with fingering stuff?
Oh, yeah. To die in art.
That's not something I do a lot. What would happen? This is my. You are the referee. You're in not mount. You're sort of in guard. Let's say you're leaning over someone. As you're punching, your gum shield falls in the opponent's mouth, and they choke and pass out. The ref didn't see it.
As a ref, it's not, you
TKO?
TKO? Might be a TKO.
Or is it rule the no contest afterwards? Do you
It'd
think?
probably be a real no contest after they realised that they choked on your mouthpiece.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean,
What if someone chokes on their own mouthpiece?
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
Should we
either.
text Mark Goddard?
Yeah, text him. We know he's up.
He's in the back eating popcorn, I think.
It's not like it's 5 a.m, but he's awake.
Did that correct?
Not
If it
really.
did, why is she still stood up?
Well, she's still alive.
Why is her head still in the ring?
What we got here, 3. We're looking at basically 4 minutes,
Yeah,
aren't we still?
Best part of 4 minutes.
I just want to see her just throw a couple jabs at that FOD.
Yeah.
Forget going for the jaw, just go
Punch her in the
FOD,
head.
FOD, 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 FOD. Let's just see if we can open that.
It is a big forehead. It's an 8-head.
It is a big old gaff like. Oh shit, left hand to the jaw there from Cyborg. These leg kicks look like they're folding her in half.
Yeah.
You got like it's stopped bleeding. Fair play, absolute master cutmanship because like she's got a 1-inch gash in her head and it isn't bleeding.
No, I don't know how they do that. It's just Vaseline usually, isn't it?
Yeah. And a bit of pressure, but
mad,
like
isn't it?
you've had 60 seconds to work on it in between it getting
And also,
tuned
it's
up.
getting twisted and hit and stuff still now, and it's
and
still
you-
not
and
leaking.
You're running around and breathing and sweating. It shouldn't stop bleeding. It's masterful.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I fell off my bike when I was about 5. I was learning to ride a bike with
still
no
going on
helmet
about
on. And I got a cut there. It was a tiny cut like that. And it bled like all down my face just for ages. It wouldn't stop. And she's got a cut that looks like the Grand Canyon on her forehead, and it's fine.
How many people thought this would go the distance?
Yeah, really impressive.
Wowzers.
She's definitely got more about her than I think most people thought. Oh, she's hurt now, though. She's hurt. Cyborg,
Cyborg hit with a straight right. She kept her in the kick.
She's
1-2 there from Cyborg, though. Oh, my God. I can see the stars circling her head.
She actually grabbed her head and went, ow. She knows now.
She fights back, though, doesn't she? She doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she definitely does that.
She finds a way to get her breath, doesn't she?
Those knees to the stomach must hurt. Just take it out of you when you're not.
Just anything that she does hurts. If she looks at you, it hurts.
Hurts your feelings.
Yeah, like... Scary one. And just when you think you can't get
2
anywhere,
minutes
she
left.
kicks you in the back head.
You need something big here. It needs a knockout or a submission from Spencer.
I don't think it's going to happen. What, we've got a minute and a half left? No,
yeah.
Don't think so. She's just walking onto digs now.
Cyborg. Cyborg looks a bit... looks like a slightly exploded Jackie Potato, though, doesn't she, Cyborg? Like, she's not in her best shape.
No. Definitely a face for radio.
Yeah. Face for a cage.
She's an absolute animal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my God! When she throws combos like just.
If she doesn't knock her out for her next fight, does that edge your confidence again?
Maybe.
Well, no, because like I think Amanda Nunes runs through the pair of these two. This isn't for me. It shouldn't be at least a title eliminator, but it is. Allegedly.
No, I mean in the sense of she's come back from a loss.
No,
and now she's not.
No, because the only fight anyone wants to see,
Oh.
and I don't know why they want to see it, is her against Amanda Nunes, and I don't want to see it.
No,
she got fucked up.
Yeah.
What are the other options for Nunes then? Do you think?
I don't know, wrestle a bear. I don't know.
Yeah. Some kind of
fight men.
Some like, kind of circus
take
act.
On an army.
Like,
Hippo.
She's the greatest women's fighter of all time. She's beat everybody. Everybody.
When you talk about the greatest fighter of all time, do you do it on a who would beat who in their prime basis, or who was the most dominant in their era basis, or a mixture of everything? How do you
probably
do that?
Got a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I mean, for me,
fucking hell.
Anderson Silva, GSP, John Jones, one of those three. Throw in the air, see what happens.
No Cain Velasquez in there.
No, I never really got the deal with like. He was a good heavyweight in a shit heavyweight division.
Those
Dos
Santos, like,
those fucks are beating here, aren't she?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I think Cyborg takes that one.
Yeah.
Just about.
Yeah, I'm not really sure Justine won. I'm not really sure Spencer won a round, to be honest.
What about
fair play to her though? She took a
she won
hell
some
of
fans. I don't think she won a round.
Her soul's not there.
So John Jones, GSP,
Anderson Silva. I mean, Fedor maybe, but Fedor had a lot of like sham fights really in Japan. I mean, you got to really probably, if you want to talk about who's beat who, like who's beat as many like top heavyweights as Verdun.
There's that elbow.
Yeah. Oh, it's a fucking beaut.
But then he lost a lot in the meantime, though, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. No, he fought anyone, and didn't really have a game plan. His game plan was going to have fun, by the looks of it.
Just be a giant. Like that's one of the best jiu-jitsu
excuse me,
practitioners.
That's horrible, isn't it? You've moved your head to get out of the way of the punch.
Cyborg's, she's so well rounded.
Yeah.
She takes it from fucking striking to grappling to fucking elbowing your face off in.
She just scares me.
Yeah. She's terrifying.
It does help that she looks scary, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's all part of the package.
Yeah.
She's an absolute unit. I wonder what she's in the cage at.
I don't know.
It's definitely 175.
170, I would think.
Yeah.
Body of an evil fighter.
She's five. What does it say? 5. If she's scored
up, where I'm dropping you off.
Cyborg.
Oh, she's there. It scares me.
Jesus fucking Christ.
God damn it.
Yeah, you wouldn't be surprised if you just saw her like in a dark alleyway, just like working on a car or something, just beating up a car.
To be fair, I'd rather see her in the dark.
Yeah.
Turn the light on with that.
She's so good.
Cheers.
I think she will. I think she's better than everyone else in the division, other than Amanda Nunes. I think that we're going to see a rematch of that at some point.
I'm fucking bored of that already.
Do you think?
Yeah, she's not going to win. There was nothing in that fight.
No.
Unless it was a bad weight cut or something along those lines. If that was a reason, and if she can be honest and go, yeah, that was the reason, rather than just use it as a reason.
Yeah.
If she's like, look, I had a really bad weight cut, I was ill in the build-up.
I underestimated her, maybe.
If it's something along those lines, I could go, okay, let's see it. But if it was just like...
Yeah, if it was what it seemed to be.
You haven't got that much better in a year. No. No, I don't think so. Not interested. That's a fucking nasty cut.
That is a cut and a half, that, isn't it?
Joe Rogan sporting the beard again. He's going with the salt and pepper look. Very grey, Joe. Mm-hmm. Very grey.
Very grey. How old is he? 50.
Just fucking punched her in the throat. That's rude, sir.
I know. Excuse me, sir. You just punched me right in the throat. I know this is a cage fight and all, but have some respect.
So many times she just jabs the fuck out of Spencer, and Spencer
just walks in and like...
Not like, what?
Oh,
right,
yeah,
okay,
I forgot about that. I forgot she's there.
I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah.
Man United in the comments says, GSP is the GOAT, no one comes close. William Ramirez says, shout out from Arizona, thanks for the fight companion. Thank you for joining us, kind sir. Righty, we have got Max Holloway facing off against Frankie Edgar. Holloway 1-4 favourite, and Edgar 11-4, which means if you put £11 on, you will lose £11, is what that means. I'm not fancying Frankie Edgar in this one in the slightest.
It seems... was his last fight the one against... what was Edgar's last fight?
1 second.
The problem with Edgar is he's so used to getting hit, getting rocked, recovering, winning fights. As you get older, that ability to be dropped and come back, you lose it. And then when the KO he had, I can't remember who it was against, that was his first KO, wasn't it? The first time he'd been stopped.
Who?
Edgar. Brian Ortega.
Yeah,
that was the first time he'd ever been KO'd.
Yeah, his decisions all the way along there.
And as you get older and older, the chances of you recovering from that drop, like he famously does, diminishes. And I think
he also loves a decision win as well.
Yeah.
So obviously he's lost to Benson Henderson twice, Jose Aldo twice, Brian Ortega, Gray Maynard. He's not lost to Muggs.
No.
But 2 of those losses have come in the last 5 fights. He beat Jeremy Stevens, Yair Rodriguez, and Cub Swanson recently.
He destroyed Yair Rodriguez.
He did. But either way.
Yeah.
And he had a brilliant fight. Well, he's had a fucking lot of brilliant
amazing fights. Yeah, one of the best ever.
Many fucking brilliant fights.
The fight against Brian Ortega we were talking about before is... we're talking about the Ortega-Holloway fight and how Holloway just dismantled him, basically, didn't he, on the feet. And the fact that Ortega knocked Edgar out worries me for Edgar, that I think Holloway's on another level of striking compared to
and he's so fucking big. How's he closing that distance?
I don't know.
I don't think he is. I don't know if
the thing is, though, I think if Holloway has a weakness, it is that defensive grappling.
I think it's also the weight cut.
Yeah. Especially now, like we were talking...
You've seen the guy walking like a fucking zombie.
If he loses and doesn't look right, we'll look back at that, him walking in and thinking, we knew this wasn't going to work out. Yeah. I could see that. I could see him looking slow, not landing those punches. If he doesn't time the punches and Edgar can close the gap and take him down, I think he'll struggle. I could see Edgar winning that first round. If he takes him down and just keeps him down, especially if Max Holloway's really diminished from this weight cut, he just might not be able to get back up. And all of a sudden, once Edgar gets rounds on the board and he gets confident, there's no one as wily and as good at fighting as him.
In terms of like stealing rounds,
exactly, yeah.
Frankie Edgar has got that as a real ability. Yeah. So here we go. Then we are seconds away, really, from the start of Frankie Edgar against Max Holloway for the featherweight title. Frankie the answer, Edgar. Holloway enters the fight having won 13 of his last 14, which included 2 impressive victories against former champion Jose Aldo. Very impressive, absolute murders.
Amazing.
He's also recently helped start the viral phenomenon, the Bottle Cap Challenge. I don't know why that's in the notes. Looking to successfully defend his title for the 3rd time, which in my head, I thought it was way more than that.
Yeah.
He's obviously a 1-4, huge favourite. Frankie Edgar, 11-4, massive outsider in this one. And former lightweight champion has spent more time in the octagon than any other UFC competitor, with nearly 7 hours of fight time. Recording wins over Uriah Faber and Chad Mendes in the process. Holloway, obviously favoured as a reigning champion. And the notes say, expect this to be a fierce contest. I don't know about that.
You think Holloway's just going to run through him?
My only doubt, and this happens every time, you're sure, aren't you? And then you go, but then there's that.
But then...
There's always that chance, isn't there?
And it was just the way he walked in looking off his fucking head before. And
I
you
forgot
go, wait a
about that.
minute, what's going on here?
And Holloway,
What's
as
all
young,
that about,
as young
Mike?
as he is, he's had a lot of fights and a lot of wars, and in the same
Going
way,
up and down.
Yeah.
And he struggled at 145 anyway. Going to 155, probably felt a little comfortable. Maybe had a little bit of a chocolate log more than he should have done. Who knows? And then... I don't know who needs to hear this, but can we stop making Fast and the Furious movies?
Yeah, what is going on?
Yeah, it's done with now.
What is it?
I don't know who needs to hear this as well. Actually, I know exactly who needs to hear this. Hip-hop DJs. Stop putting wah 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 and...
Explosions? You know,
Why is there explosions in... We can listen to
ruins the
hip-hop
song.
music, listen to a link, and listen to the next song without a wah 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 wah. You fucking
What's worse,
dicks.
if you could only get rid of one?
got one of them pianos and you just pressed every button.
Just like leaning on
the
it.
DJ button and that. Yeah, if you could get rid of the ba 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 or Fast and Furious, what would you get rid of? You can only get rid of one.
Oh, blah, blah, blah.
Oh yeah, it's the fucking
God.
explosions on hip-hop
Yeah.
songs. Just stop it.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
We've seen it.
What are you doing? Hawaii's a place I need to visit, but that's a long flight though.
It's just nowhere, isn't it?
Longest flight I've ever been on is 4.5 hours.
Is it? What was your longest before last week?
I'm too tall for a
You've
plane.
done America.
My
a few
longest
times.
just, Florida. America.
It wasn't that bad, was it? 20 hours there
No.
to Perth was 2 weeks, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But not anywhere near. Do you know when you go? Like, this is like literally as far away as you can fly on Earth, basically, and this is as long as you can fly on Earth. And you're like, you get there, and you're like,
That's all right.
it's okay.
Yeah.
You think that once you've got during it with me, size of my legs, and
But
stuff,
he's not exactly small.
No.
I mean, how tall are you?
they give you
6'4".
extra.
And Will's
is
what,
it-
6'5"?
6'5", yeah.
Are they slightly bigger?
They were alright, Emirates it was with. And we were alright, weren't we?
Yeah. That middle one, what was that, Jetstar? That was shit.
Oh, yeah.
That was not good.
No, that was just fold-out camping chairs, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was like that.
Just glue them to the floor.
Sliding around.
Yeah.
Take off. Here we go. No, that wasn't. So, yeah, as far as bad flights go, I mean, that's
Yeah.
the worst that you could ever have. And you're like, it
was-
was long, but you're like,
Yeah.
it wasn't bad.
Yeah. It wouldn't put me off travelling there again.
No.
It wouldn't enter my mind in terms of something that
I
would
wouldn't
put
take a kid, though.
me...
There was some
God, no.
babies crying the entire way.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a long time.
That flight back from Dubai, there was that kid who just lost her mind the whole time. Just completely gone. Just decided this isn't for me.
Steve Blanton's
It
got
was
some
almost
new
like sitting
Bose noise-cancelling headphones.
Oh, they were
Couldn't hear a
sensational.
fucking
They
thing.
were. They were. Really, he let us have a go on them because you go on your headphones, Steve, and they just go. Shoo.
Yeah, it's
And you're
really
like,
weird.
sucks,
It
Sorry,
makes you
where-
feel like you need to like do that with your nose a
Yeah,
bit.
it puts its own pressure in almost, doesn't it? Yeah, they're really
They're
good.
absolutely
Two
mint.
things I can't cope with on a plane, and normally happens to me. I'll end up sat next to a loud Scouse woman
And her crying child.
and a child behind. Oh, and a kid
Some
that,
knobhead who just
yeah,
drops
one
it
of the
right
kids
back
at the
in
front that turn around and stare at you.
Oh, they're good. I like
Through
that.
Through the gap, yeah.
And
Eyeballs.
At first you're like, hey, you're right.
Or someone kicking the back of the chair.
And after that you're like,
Yeah.
well, yeah. Apart from that, I'm all right on flights.
We got some banging legroom on the first bit, didn't we?
Oh, that was amazing.
We had some awesome legroom, and then we didn't have.
They're
awesome
like, in the case of an emergency landing, you might have to open the door.
Oh
No. In the case of emergency landing, my teeth are fused with the floor.
Yeah.
I don't need to open anything.
I'm quite happy to have that seat, me, because then I'm first off gone.
Yeah. See ya.
First
All
off.
that nonsense
Bye.
about legs,
Do you know what's going to happen?
women and children
You're still going to have your
first.
fucking seatbelt
Oh,
buckled
God,
as the
God.
fucking archaeologists find you in 200
Yeah,
years' time.
exactly,
That's
yeah.
exactly how it's going down.
Exactly.
And they go over the sea with a metal
Yeah,
detector.
as they go into the ground like a fucking dart.
Yeah, I'm not going to be happy about going in the sea. If you survive that, the sharks get you.
Yeah. Yeah, especially that Australia, when you're just in like thousands of miles of empty sea.
I was like,
You
they
know, where
couldn't
you
find
gonna...
that Malaysian flight for
No.
ages because there was like, I went down in the sea, so fuck no.
They never
It's
found it,
straight
did
in
they? Or did they find it?
I think they found like a tail thing
Did they?
or something.
Is he
Father
like-
Christmas getting a jog on there
Yeah,
as Frankie Edgar
Frankie.
enters the arena.
One
How
of the
many
f-
fights he got left in him?
He's like late for a bus.
How many's left on this contract, do you know?
No idea.
I would say that many.
Interesting.
That's eager, that, isn't it?
But then he's fighting for the title, like, he's 37, how many fights are left in him? He's only ever lost 6 times. He doesn't
Only
lose
ever
much.
lost to units as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
he doesn't lose
It's like
to-
a who's who of losses, isn't
The
it?
problem will be if he loses this and then he fights someone who's an up and comer and then loses that one. That's when you
Rory
start
McDonald
to
down
say
on the left.
no,
It's not, is it?
no.
See, they're the best T-shirts of the night as well.
Yeah, they're good, like baseball
Just because
style,
they got
aren't they?
something different on.
Yeah.
Look like the old like
Yeah, because he's in a title fight and they give a fuck.
yeah.
I bet Max Holloway's got a good one on. It is a bit black with gold on it though.
Yeah, well,
That's how they do a bit of differentiation
like
with the
that.
champions. Frankie Edgar.
going with the board
Always
short.
a treat, man. Always a treat.
Most fight time in UFC history. 6 hours 47 minutes. Is that right?
Imagine turning around to someone and saying,
Insane.
"What's the longest?" Like, no, well, it's not one
Because
fight,
his
is it?
decisions, he only loses decisions.
Imagine fighting
and he wins
6
mostly
hours in your
decisions.
life.
6 hours fight time.
Nearly 7. So let's be honest, it
Yeah,
will be.
7.
It'll probably be 7 by the time he gets out of here tonight.
Beat Cub Swanson twice. Uriah Faber and BJ Penn 3 times each.
That's when it was a shallow lightweight division at one
Yeah.
time. It was like, do you want to fight him again? I was like, again? I'm still
Again.
washing his blood out of my shorts.
Yeah.
Are you mad?
Get back in.
That's the beauty of UFC, though. You can do that.
Yeah, because it can sometimes be a different outcome, although
Yeah.
not in any of those cases.
You can have a
I don't
stand-up
think.
fight in one of the fights, and then you can wrestle the next one.
As always,
Is that-
sponsored by the good folks at BetBull. Link is in the description. And we've probably got some more offers and stuff coming your way. But like I said, gamble responsibly, lads. Don't do it crazy. Don't put the rent on it. So I can't hear what the walkout song is, but the whole arena's all lit up crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hope he looks a little bit better than he did about 2 hours ago, because he
Yeah.
didn't look very well.
Yeah, let's see what it looks like coming to the ring.
Just had a nap.
Yeah.
Just got up.
To be fair, he might have had a nap, and he's just come
Hey,
back
look,
in.
oh, he looks right.
Oh yeah, he does look right. Does look a bit focused. Does he though?
But he's also a bit weird, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
He's a bit floaty and odd anyway.
Yeah.
He looks like a fighter.
I don't
doesn't he?
know. Do you know? His eyes don't look right to me. I'm probably reading too much into
Maybe,
nothing, but his
yeah,
eyes
maybe.
look like they're
They
not
do look a
focusing.
bit. Yeah.
He looks a bit. It looks like his head's gone.
Yeah.
Well, we will know within a minute.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I mean, he's got a set of ears on him, hasn't he?
It's been a common theme tonight, hasn't it? Yeah. The ears. You can't hide that, can you?
Where's Santa?
Not there. He came with Edgar, didn't he?
Right.
I wonder what effect it has on you as well, sitting in the ring waiting for your opponent to come in for 5 minutes as well. That must be a stressful
It's got to
time
be
for Edgar
something.
now.
It's not nothing.
No, something's happening there, isn't it?
Yeah. So I don't know how you prepare for knowing that that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do
either.
you have some sort of routine where you go, right, you know, with the sort of punches we're looking at, it's going to be this, it's going to be that, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. I don't know.
No,
I don't know the answer to that.
no, I don't.
I'd rather be in the ring a bit longer, me.
You reckon? Acclimatise. Get them little jitters out of you.
Yeah. Because that's where I'd start to focus on the way into the ring. Like, there's not as much.
It happens
focus
quick.
on- Yeah.
From mine, I remember it just happening absolutely lightning. I remember Ben going, "Do your thing, lad." And he was right next to me as I was getting pat down. I'm like, "Shut me, dick."
I
Do
think
you
being in
think?
the ring first is where I'd literally zone in.
I was in second, I think. And then, before you know it, like your referee's giving you the final instructions.
Are you even listening?
I nearly fell over because I think you fucking tunnel in that much.
Yeah.
I went to lean back on the cage and it was about a foot further back than I thought it was.
Really?
So I kind of fell into it. I played it off like it was meant to happen, but I definitely shit myself a bit. You just go, "Ugh!"
Yeah.
Beat before you.
And then
do
it's on.
longer.
No, he's gone fight and you're in. So I can see the benefit of maybe getting in there and like centering yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
Having a minute.
I can also see the benefit of coming in second and
Just
fucking
going.
that guy around a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Here we go. So, get in the comments. How do you see this one going?
What's your prediction then? Stop. Way of finish, round or time.
Round one, Max Holloway by fucking him up.
TKO.
It's just Edgar's
so, yeah.
concentration when he come in. Then to me, like
He's
But more likely like round 3 or something.
his
Yeah.
head's set.
yeah.
But your head can be set as much as you want it to be set, can't it?
Yeah. If it
Your
gets-
thoughts go out the window when it gets punched out. Your head.
5-inch taller, man.
So big, isn't it? It's weird that he was lightweight champion, isn't it? He's too small for featherweight.
Diego Sanchez fought at middleweight.
They always used to do that. That was a thing more so.
BJ Penn fight someone like fucking
light
Machida.
heavyweight. He fought light heavyweight, yeah.
Animal! Animal!
So is this Conor McGregor's weight?
Yep, this is the title that Conor McGregor vacated when he moved up to 155 and went,
I'm not going back down. Interesting fight in the title. You know, I don't think McGregor would probably do him though. But
it'd be very interesting. A lot of people don't. A lot of people are the same opinion that they think that Max has grown up so much in that time. But I thought it was such a dominant fight that
yeah.
Max just he did him without an ACL.
Yeah, he didn't do anything really, did he?
It's just it was like, oh, I'm just going to shut that down, and let's just hold you there.
Yeah.
But McGregor would probably have to drop weight again, wouldn't he?
What's next for Max Holloway if he wins this?
That's what I was thinking. Because who is this for him to fight now?
No, let's have a look. Let's get the pound for pound. No, pound for pound one.
Yeah, the lightweight listings.
Another thing that makes me think...
Yeah, it's got to be lightweight, hasn't it? It's got to go to lightweight. Although, after Poirier dealt with him so much, is that the next thing is that a challenge he wants?
Well, I'll tell you what, if Poirier beats Khabib, then you've got either the rematch of those two, or you've got Holloway-Khabib. But I think if Khabib handles Poirier, then you're struggling then, aren't you? Because you can't really give him another title shot. Or could you? If he wins this, maybe one more, Khabib beats Poirier, do you think you go straight with Holloway-Khabib? Or is that, again, just ruling out two divisions for no reason?
Again, yeah. Unless you say to Holloway, are you moving up permanent? Or, like, what you
Yeah.
doing? If you're going to move up now, I want you to vacate. That's what I want. I want people to vacate. Are we interested in seeing... Do you know who I think would be interesting? For anybody. Magomed Sharapov.
Yeah. If he gets a haircut...
No, keep it.
Do you like it?
Yeah. Looks like he should be in the fucking Beatles
He
or
looks
some
like
shit.
Or in the woods. I think he looks like he should be in the woods, like twisting a bit of thing like that with like smoke coming off it. He looks like an absolute hermit to me. He's so good though, isn't he?
I see what you're saying.
I think he's where's he ranked at the minute?
He is 7.
Has he lost recently?
No.
Has he ever lost in the UFC?
Stevens, I don't know where he's.
Because I thought he was undefeated when he came in the UFC, or is he not?
He looks with it now.
He's woke up a bit. Maybe that was it. Maybe he was having a nap. And he's just gone, we're here, mate, get out. And he's like, all right.
Maybe had a crap sleep last night.
They reckon sleeping only starts to affect you after your second night. Oh, mate, it was in Pro FC 47.
Okay, so he hasn't lost in
Russia versus Europe. But he fought a guy called Igorov.
That
definitely
sounds Russian.
Also Russian. Right, let's read out the names of who Magomed Sharapov has fought.
Nope.
Zuma Gadeli, Zept Pizbayev,
basically the alphabet in one name.
Timur Bolotov, Akarimov Yunusov, Ifhikor Bobov, Igor Egorov,
that's who lost him.
Sergei Sokolov, Sama Hodov, Ardush Zamanov, Artak Nazayan.
Lots of Zs, isn't there? Yeah.
Mohamed Kokov, Abdul Rahman Temirov, Sheikh Magomed Arak. Fuck me. He's done a lot of grappling in these. But look how many first round finishes he's got. He's got quite a few.
His stand up's excellent, though, isn't it?
Do you know what? Yeah. He had one amateur fight.
Big height difference there, isn't
there? On a Fedor card.
And lost.
And he lost and went pro.
Brilliant.
Went pro. Hang on. That don't make a lot of sense. His sole amateur fight was 4 months after his pro debut.
Right, so it's gone wrong there, isn't it? Drop back down to amateur for a minute.
Yeah. This is fucking Russia.
Filled in a card there.
Well, amateur fight pro first.
Not really much thrown so far.
Nope.
Just very standoffish at the minute.
Yeah.
I think Max is trying to stick on the outside, knowing Frankie's going to try and push the pace. Frankie's got to come in and try and land something early, I think. But I think this is where he probably gets caught by Max. I mean, look at the length distance.
Yeah.
Like a praying mantis.
Yeah, he looks exactly like a praying mantis, actually, with his arms out like that.
See the jabs, just eat one of these and eat another one of these because you ain't going to do shit. And then when Frankie comes in that little Frankie flurry, he's just like launching one shoulder up and dealing with it.
Not much landed from either fighter so far, though. It's all been sort of feints and just like glances.
When's he go for a takedown?
I think he tried one almost straight away.
He's that long.
But he just sort of went like that.
Yeah.
Just stay over there. Stay over there. Yeah, he couldn't really get anywhere near him.
Oh, nice uppercut there from Holloway. As Edgar has tried to take him down again, but Max just shrugged him off.
Couldn't get anything.
Just move it.
I liked how he got his head out of the way of that punch then as he come off.
Frankie's boxing's good though as well. It's not like he's
got good footwork, good head movement.
Yeah, he has.
It's Mark Henry, is what it is.
I think because he has got that slightly sort of not soft chin, but he's used to being rocked, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think because he's got that, you forget that he has got really good stand up in boxing. So it's not necessarily a given that he'll have to take it to the ground, but I think that's where his biggest advantage is.
Like a juiced up one matter.
Oh, see, nothing's clean here. There's a lot of scrap going on, but there's not a lot clean.
No one's landed at all, have they?
I do think if Max connects, I mean, look at the length of the arm difference. It's ridiculous. I think if Max connects, it may be over quick.
Bit of a, Frankie landed one there. Slightly worried for. There you go. Holloway landed one there.
You see, they're that quick. They don't look powerful, do they? But
they add up.
Yeah.
Quite a steady start though, still, isn't it?
Yeah.
3.5 minutes gone and nothing really of note in terms of contact.
A couple of jabs and
Adam Dickinson reckons Volkanovski, then Zabit.
Yeah.
A lot of people say Volkanovski.
He flinched, didn't he, when he faked? So.
Saw him in the crowd earlier, didn't we?
Sorry.
A bit of an argument going on about whether you should judge it off stats solely. I kind of agree with that.
Yeah.
Because, like, you might land 10 punches, but if I just go fucking gadoosh and put you down with one, surely that's got to count more.
Yeah, there was the who was it? I can't remember his name.
Calimano.
It was Calimano.
Oh, okay, Calimano.
She had a fight with
the Cowardly Lion from Wizard of Oz.
It was Robbie Lawler, and it was a title fight against tall, slim guy, black hair, had loads of fights. Oh, for God's sake.
Richard Pryor.
It's 5:30 in the morning, and I'm not going to remember.
Richard Pryor?
It was Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor. Eddie Murphy.
And this person, I can't remember his name, loads of output, loads of strikes.
Ken Barlow. From the cabin in Coronation Street, no?
But Lawler just had
Boris Johnson.
Higher. Oh, fuck off. Forget it. If it was 6 hours ago, I might not think of his name.
Might entertain me. We just got a fuck off. Fuck off, Steve.
All I'm thinking of is Ken Barlow. I'm trying to think of his name.
Norris.
That was it.
Fucking Norris. See, Max has started, towards the end of the round, he started to slip into a bit more boxing, which I like, to be honest. Hey, like the video, share the video, and subscribe, or when you wake up, Cyborg will be standing over your bed if you don't. And no one wants that.
No.
Not even a fella.
I'll go around and personally subscribe if that's going to happen.
Is he cut? Frankie cut?
He managed to get a few punches in though, and he did look like he shook him a bit.
What are they doing there?
I don't know. Pressing something.
They seem to be trying to pull the bottom eyelid down.
Yeah, almost like he's got a cut in there, maybe.
Yeah, mate, that was weird. What do I think of Conor Dustin if Dustin loses to Khabib? I think that is an absolute tear-up. And I do think Dustin loses to Khabib. I don't see how you beat him.
No.
I only see someone who can out-wrestle him beating him.
Yeah,
and who's that? Who the fuck is that?
Well, Gleason was
Hulk
Gleason
Hogan.
Tebow that
Like
Ultimate Warrior.
that almost had a
Got
chat,
the Ultimate Warrior on it.
who sort of took him down a couple of times, didn't he? Is that right? Was it Gleason Tebow? Someone who's one of those, someone who looks like an actual tank, an egg.
Like Ram Man from
Yeah.
He-Man.
I think he took him down or he stopped him. Yeah, exactly that.
Max settled into that a little bit towards the last minute or so, and I'm hoping that's what we see a bit more. I want to see him just drop that right hand as Frankie's coming in, and I think that might be all she wrote.
He's been caught with a few, though.
He has been caught with a few. With a few. It is more of a few.
Ooh, over the top.
He does that really well, doesn't he?
Footwork on Max Holloway is so underrated. He doesn't. Oh, nice. Dropped one to the body.
He did one of those in the first round as well, that like stepping in.
And then dropped a left hook and stepped off to the left hand side as well. Like it.
Edgar's punch looked like it had venom in it then, didn't it? I've noticed UFC, you tend to see more overhand punches than in any other sport.
There is a lot of that.
Smaller gloves, I think. They got a better. Like if you throw an overhand in boxing, it's just like,
if you hit someone on the forehead or the top of the head in a big boxing gloves, it's not going to do the same as this, is it? Again, they're quite cagey, innit? Not.
Yeah.
No one's really landed
Respect.
much. Yeah, definitely.
Plenty of respect.
Oh, there you go. Takedown.
There's that takedown, and he's up against the cage.
It's hard to take down as well.
If he would have been 1 foot further away, then I think he nails it. But the cage sort of saved him, and Max peels away
pushes
and
him off.
they re-engage. Interesting. What we got? 320 something.
There's not been one takedown yet, though, has it?
No, it's the closest he's got so far.
And that is for me how Frankie wins this. Is grind out a decision by takedown and just energy and work rate and being first to the punch and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Even though when he's throwing these little combinations and they're not hitting, it's making him think, innit? He's not going in and getting caught on them.
Mitch in the comments says Khabib beats Dustin, GSP beats Khabib, and then Conor versus GSP.
GSP's done. I don't think he's fighting again.
Super fight for the winner of this match. Not really. Can we go back to just number one contender gets a shot at a champion? Call me old-fashioned. Fuck's sake. Why can't we do that? Can we do that? Can we do that?
I think it's going to have to be in it.
Fucking
Especially since he's already stepped
now.
up. He's already tried it once, Holloway. He can't just come back down for one fight and bounce straight back up again. I think he's got to do...
No.
Unless he leaves permanently, like I said, he needs to vacate the belt.
Zabit would be a great fight. There's still great fights here for him to have. Yes, he's won a shit ton, but he's only defended the belt, well, twice currently, 3 times if he wins this. Defend that shit a bit more.
Yeah. Ooh.
GSP versus Conor would be very interesting. I don't know how it doesn't just end up with GSP just taking him down again and again.
Punching him.
He's far too big.
Yeah, he's too big.
He's far too big.
And I'm too good at wrestling. And too good at boxing his way into wrestling as well.
I think it'd be very interesting if it was like a K1 fight. That would be a brilliant fight.
Or kickboxing fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'd be, with MMA gloves, I think that would be a brilliant fight to watch. I think in an MMA fight, he's too smart, too experienced. The only thing that you're fighting, and it's the same reason why you go, look, 99 times out of 100, Floyd Mayweather was going to fucking ice this nerd, right? But there's that one chance because it is striking, and you've got age as a factor. Age was more likely an opponent than what Conor was, really. Yeah. Because at some point, Mayweather was going to slow down. Yeah. Is this the one where someone just catches him at the right time? Because he drops an uppercut on him.
That's the most he's actually been hit in the fight, isn't it?
You know, he dropped an uppercut on him, and he ended up stopping him in the end. But whoever thought that Conor McGregor would win rounds against Floyd Mayweather? Yeah. Because he did.
He did.
And that's a fact.
And it's an achievement.
And that is way more than a lot of boxing fans give him credit for doing.
And at least he stepped out of his own comfort zone and went in for it.
I've remembered who it was. Robbie Lawler, Carlos Condit. Oh. And he landed way more punches, but lost the fight because the punches weren't as hard. That's been killing me for the last 7.5 minutes. I've been looking off screen, inside my own brain, trying to remember Carlos Condit's name.
Just going through files like,
honestly, I knew it was CC. I was thinking Colby Covington was the only name popping in my head. I knew it wasn't that. Got it. Right, I can think about this again now. There's still though. It's been all on the end of things, hasn't it? It's not been.
They've both thrown a lot that hasn't connected.
Yeah. And look, there's a bit of blood coming from Frankie's nose, but not much in the way of damage.
Frankie's so small that he does a spin kick, And it goes nowhere because there's
Max
no range on him
almost kicked him over
whatsoever.
there. No, exactly.
It just goes there.
His high spin kick would have hit him in the waist.
I'm confused. Why aren't you telling us what's going on? It's Fight Companion, not commentary.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not radio, is it?
No.
If you need to know what's going on,
I'll tell you what's going on right now. Corners are just icing them up and like patching them up.
Frankie's got a lollipop up his nose.
They're using that silver little hockey puck, which looks like some sort of like wireless router.
Yeah, I like that. Soften his head back down again.
I get one of them for sleeping at the moment. Just fucking rub myself with it.
Just get 40 of them. Weigh yourself down.
How bad was it the other night? Oh my god, Jade not to sleep downstairs.
Yeah, far too
in the fridge.
At some point, Janine threw a wet towel on me.
I've done that. I do that.
I nearly shat myself.
Yeah.
Duh! It was nice though.
Soak a t-shirt in the sink, put a wet t-shirt on and go to sleep. That's what I do. So it's just like I'm going to be sick all night.
That turning sidekick from Max Holloway.
Yeah, it nearly kicked him over.
Yeah, in that as well.
His eyes look fucked, don't they?
They always do.
Why does it look like he's like patient A for a zombie film?
It looks like he's got a mask of Frankie Edgar's face on. It's like his eyes are slightly too far back in his head.
What do I think Ben Askren's future in the UFC? How do I think Ben Askren's future in the UFC will play out after the Masvidal KO? Fuck knows. We was live for that. So fucking nasty. Yeah. I do not know. Who do I have winning the first 2 rounds? I don't know actually.
I think just for me, I'd say Max. I think he just landed that bit more.
No, you know.
When neither of them landed much, I think he landed a bit more.
I actually don't know, William. I think it's very close. If you said Frankie won him, I'd go, okay. Right. If you said Max won him, I'll go, okay. I'm not going to argue with you. I'd probably give them one each just because I think it was fair that way. Yeah. And this is where sometimes fights get fucked up because if you go, do you know what? Frankie edged that one and he edged that one, but then Max murders him in this one. Yeah. But it's still like 2-1 Frankie. And like, well, that's not really fair, that.
No.
I would like to see more half rounds given.
Yeah. And also that's why you need more 10-8s, more 10-7s to reflect.
Or the 9.5s or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Do you think the 5 rounds plays a factor in why they're standoffish?
Maybe. 5 rounds are a long motherfucking time, man.
It is.
So, wrap this shit up. Let's go home.
Yeah.
I think if anyone's got the ability to end this, like, right now, it's Max Holloway. Yeah. More than Frankie Edgar.
Max Holloway's never been stopped, has he?
No, it was a decision loss, wasn't it? His loss.
Decision to Conor, decision to
Askren Till makes sense. Askren Till would make sense. See, that's it. Welterweight's probably one of the most exciting divisions in terms of depth because you've just got fucking ball bags all over it, haven't you, as well? And like, you just like, I'd love to see him get punched in the face. Yeah, love to see him get punched in the face. Someone gonna punch him in the face? Like Colby Covington. Can we just queue up and punch that?
He's so good though.
Idiot in the face.
That's the problem. He's a dickhead, but he's so good. He really is good, though, isn't he?
Who's that, sorry?
Colby Covington.
He's a fucking weapon.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's nice.
He's an absolute weapon.
Yeah.
He did a really funny video the other day, though. He's just got some half-naked chick on him wearing his belt, and he's smacking her ass, calling people out, and you're like, well, we're watching it.
Yeah, we're watching it.
He's a weapon. There's no power.
Definitely.
No power.
That's what he's going for as well, isn't it?
Yeah. He's definitely going like, I am definitely going to be a weapon. Wearing the Make America Great hat again.
Of course.
And like fucking sucking up to Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Knew exactly how that'd play off.
Landed a couple there, Frankie. Yeah. He also he keeps going for that spinning back kick, and he landed it again then on his stomach as he's coming in. He landed it
closer though, doesn't it?
Wonder who he sparred with to try and get a feel for Max.
I don't even know.
Probably like John Jones.
Yeah, probably.
When Edgar goes for a punch, though, if you watch Holloway, he scrunches his face up like it's going to work. And you don't normally see fighters do that, do you?
No. Yeah, he's not been as fluid or as pressing or as aggressive as he normally is, Holloway, at all.
17th of August, UFC 241. We have got Cormier Miocic 2.
That's a fight. That's a fight.
The big boys, mate.
Yes, I love the big boys.
So we will be, no comment, live for that one. Oh. So y'all come and join us now.
You heard?
I think Miocic has got a chance in that. I think he was slightly unlucky with the first fight and maybe just didn't quite. I think his game plan wasn't quite right.
Loosening up now.
Yeah, I think that.
There we go.
DC's obviously coming to the end of his career as well.
Oh, Shield's gone.
Shield's out. And
Needs
to step in.
Oh, he's going for the kill here now, Max. He's
got
hitting
no
with 3 or 4 good hands. Frankie's chose to try and grapple his way out of this, and he's done a pretty good job. And he's got a takedown.
First takedown
fair
of the
play
fight.
to him.
So when your gum shield comes out, does
the ref usually steps in and puts it back in.
He might not have seen it come out.
No.
I think he caught it.
Whose is it?
Edgar's.
Yeah, I thought it was Edgar's as well.
I thought it was Edgar's too, yeah. He doesn't look like Max is wearing one, though.
Can't see, can you? It could have. No, I think his lips have been pressed out when you see that.
Why did he let go? Then it's like his concentration went completely. Oh.
That's a Khabib move, this now. Of picking the feet together and lifting them up.
Just give him no way to get a grounding at all.
Hello, we got last 10 seconds of this round.
5 seconds now.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's nasty when you have
look,
shield, isn't it?
He's got his nose is bleeding there. He's got a little moustache of blood. A bit more of action at the end there. Definitely hurt him, I think.
That one.
Yeah.
Hell of a round.
It opened up at the
Let's
end,
wrap
didn't
this
it?
shit up so we can go home.
He tired still.
Fuck, mate.
Yeah.
A long ass day tomorrow and all. We've got a guy coming around to teach us a bit about magic. I'm not talking about like voodoo. I'm talking about some equipment in it.
Some equipment.
And just not, you're like, it's the only day you can get here and you're like, alright.
So, what time's he come around?
3-ish.
Is it? You get a bit of a line.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
Oof. That's what started it, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That right hand, and then he's hitting with a few here.
Yeah, the gum shield goes.
See, I thought that uppercut connected better than it did, but it didn't. Just noticed as well, the wings on his back are different.
Yeah. Devil and Angel, I think. Something like that.
I like it.
See, this is as much as Holloway won that round. This is what Frankie Edgar wins look like as well. Like, this happens to him.
Go, wait, what?
Yeah, like what's
He
happened?
just
And
edged
then all of a
3
sudden you
other
start
rounds.
thinking, wait a sec, did he win the first 2 rounds? And then you're like, no one's quite sure what's going on, and somehow he's won. So I won't put it past. Oh, that he. Yeah, he's got some of though, hasn't he? Holloway's just too long. It's like fighting
all
a
this
snake.
work that he's doing. Frank Edgar's just going to work.
But he's always
and
had
then just
to do
gets
that.
smacked up.
He's always had to work twice as hard as the person he's fighting because he's so small. See, that's good though. Yeah, little.
When you come and get someone
combinations.
that's like 5 inches taller than you, you're fucking struggling straight off the bat.
Yeah.
You've got to close the
You're
gap.
just struggling straight off the fucking bat. I do wonder what he'd have done. Like, because there can't be much between him and. I mean, is he a 135er?
Yeah.
Probably is.
5'6".
Has he even fought at 135?
No, I don't think he has.
He just doesn't bother cutting weight, does he?
No.
He just like skips
I
breakfast.
think he weighs about
Has a
155,
dump,
doesn't he?
goes and stands on the scales, and they'll be like, "Oh, you're on weight." It's like,
Yeah, cheers, lads.
buzzing.
Yeah, I think in the era of a fully fit, fully flying Dominic Cruz, he was an absolute handful for anyone, wasn't it? So
Frankie might have been able to do it, though.
but yeah, but it would have been a tough contest.
Oh,
Similar
it'd be a
work
great
rate.
fight. What
That
a
would be
fight
sensational, wouldn't it? A prime Edgar against a prime Cruz. He's overlooked, I think, for one of the best fighters ever, Dominic Cruz.
Yeah.
The way he came back from those injuries, how he did. I think, obviously, he got taken apart by, what's his name? Tattoo Head. But before... That's the one. But his
The head
dominance in
movement
that...
here from Frank Edgar is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Get off.
What are we in? 3 minutes or so left in round 4.
Yeah.
There's not actually much happening, is there?
No, it's a bit of cat and mouse really at the
Yeah.
minute. But no one's winning this round. This is there for the taking. And you could easily make a case after the back of this, if Frankie manages to secure a takedown and do anything with it, that Frankie could be 3-1. Easily. And like we said earlier, the first 2 rounds you might have gone, he won it by 1% maybe, and then he got battered in the third.
Yeah.
But he's still 2-1 up, or potentially 3-1 up, because he's just smidged out a couple of rounds, and that's where it's flawed in the way the rounds work. But that
has to be.
That is the sport.
Yeah. There has to be a cut-off in terms of how you judge things, and this is right on the line of that cut-off, isn't it?
He's got half his nose plastered
I know,
across his
yeah.
face, though. Max is hitting him with some great
He looks tired,
shots.
doesn't he?
He favours that like rear uppercut.
They look like they're nothing when they hit the body, but
Yeah.
half take the wind out of you. Looks like a Joker now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Whoa! Just ducked under a nice little head kick there,
Yeah.
didn't he?
See, that's the benefits of being
5'6".
so small. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on, right?
I know.
So yeah, round 4, properly cat and mouse. I think
Yeah.
if Frankie manages a takedown, which he keeps going
so
for,
there.
he might steal that round and probably with it the belt.
I think if he wins this, it's 2-2. I think Holloway won the first round and the third round. I think Frankie maybe won the second round, and this one is
Something
as
has to
tight as
happen,
it gets.
Been very tight.
Mm-hmm.
He just comes forward like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dub, 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 dub.
He knows how
someone
to
needs make
use
it
it.
sure, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very much leaving it in the hands of the judges, isn't it? Like every round has been left almost. That was a nice.
But he
little
should
combo.
follow up. That's it.
The only clear
Oh
out is
yeah,
always
Holloway is
right
coming
now.
on. Yeah,
Holloway's
he's hurt
landing
him.
some
He's hurt him.
right
He's
shots
found
now.
his range.
Yeah.
Carry on
I
with
think
it,
he
though.
hurt him one of those, and a little left hook as he came in as well there.
Got the centre blood now a little bit.
Yeah, he has. Oh, Frankie just lifted his leg up out of nowhere, didn't he? Just managed to close the distance. Again, though,
He's just.
I think Holloway's won that round with that, hasn't he?
He's keeping himself
Yeah.
in the round and he bags
Yeah.
his hold down.
15 seconds to go. I think he's won that round with just, 30 seconds worth of punches there? Because there's nothing else in it. Oh, that was close to being in the...
He's not happy, is he?
No.
Here we go, end of the 4th. 1 round to go, and could be 2-all, could be 3-1.
I think 3-1 Holloway. What do you reckon?
I think it might be 2-all.
Yeah.
I'm predicting an all-out war in a minute, though.
He's got to, hasn't he? Frankie's got to go for it.
Got him.
Maka says, what should John Jones do now? Stop fucking up for 3 months?
Yeah, just-
try that? Can we try that?
Stay at home for a while. That's what you should do. Just stay in.
Or just go on an absolute tear of being the absolute madman we know you are. Just be honest about it. But yeah, I think heavyweight. It's got to be heavyweight. Move up to heavyweight, and let's promote John Jones as the baddest man on the planet at heavyweight.
Do you think he beats?
I think he beats everybody.
Do you?
Yeah.
I think he gets caught and gets knocked out. He gets hit a lot. He really does get hit a lot.
I don't think Miocic is quick enough.
And I think in his peak, I think Anthony Johnson
He knows this is it.
Rumble would have had a better chance of beating John Jones than he would have at beating Cormier. Because I think he gets hit.
I love Rumble.
So
I think he's doing all
Have you-
the
have
gear
you
in the
seen him
world
now?
at the
Oh my God!
What's
He's
he-
a Land Rover now. His head is like a Christmas turkey
He's
on a Land
massive.
Rover. It's
He's
disgusting
so
how big he is.
He was like, he's so funny. He's like, I don't even like fighting. I'm just good at it.
Nah, I just like eating and I'm just so good at fighting. And then he's just laid down with Daniel Cormier on top of him.
I've been holding a wee and thinking I'd finish it, but I'm not gonna.
You're not gonna. Yeah, I think I think Frankie's got to go for the knockout now.
He's got to. He's got to.
I think
He
even if
wants the title.
also there's that thing of as well take the belt away from the champion. You sort of also have to do a little bit more. I think like in the judges.
You want to take it all out, don't you?
Yeah.
You don't want it to go to a decision and you just scraped it.
Yeah.
It's
Although
not, I think that's not the way you want to win the title.
No.
I'd take it because you're getting the title.
yeah, of course. But I think he needs a knockout or a submission or something.
But
But
I
no
think
one's ever stopped Holloway, have they?
No, but Holloway has been a bit quiet and
Yeah.
a bit different to what
Yeah.
he normally is.
Yeah, the way he unleashed against Aldo and putting those combinations together and landing shot after shot, he's not done that at all, has he? I think
No.
Edgar's movement's definitely like stifled him, but I just don't think he's done enough, Edgar, at the moment. Like that, he
Straight
keeps,
jab,
he keeps
but he
finding
should follow
them.
up on it, and that's when he should let go.
Yeah, I think he's worried. I think I would like someone to ask him why he looked like a drunk old woman when he came into the arena, because that didn't look right, did it?
I mean, his eyes now. If you look at his eyes, it's like a deer caught in headlights.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
strange. He's got a strangeness to him. I'm not quite sure what that's about.
No.
He's got 3 minutes left, though, Edgar. I think this might be his last ever title shot as well. 37.
I mean, that's a great, unbelievable age to be in this kind of sport, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And he's been around for so long as well. Although he's got about a similar amount of fights as Holloway, which is the craziest thing.
It's that 6 hours though.
Yeah.
Nearly 7 hours.
7 hours in the ring. Well, yeah, it's over 7 now. Holloway, though, most wins, I think most fights even. What did it say? Yeah, he's definitely got the most wins in lightweight history, hasn't he, Holloway?
Yeah.
Featherweight, sorry. 15 wins. So he's been through it himself.
What's he on now? He's on
Oh, we got
13
left
wins
here,
on the bounce.
240-ish.
Yeah.
Left in the 5th and final round. How's this one going?
More of the same.
Yeah.
Just
Like
Holloway edging it.
50-50.
Yeah.
They're starting to loosen up a little bit.
Yeah, I think Holloway's got
I
it.
think he should have loosened up 2 rounds ago, though.
But look, if you look, there's not a scratch on him, is there, Holloway?
And he defends the takedowns very well.
Yeah, he's really good. He's a great fighter, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That was weird, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Should we get up now? Okay.
Yeah. Like when you're squeezing someone's
It
hand
landed
doing a
both
handshake and you
surprised
both
that
have
they
to
got
stop
it,
at the same time.
That awkward look when one goes in to shake and one goes for the fist bump.
Yeah.
You just end up going like that.
Yeah.
Grab my fist. When's the last time Frankie Edgar knocked someone out?
I think it was a school fight.
Yeah. I think we're...
Oh, he's got half a dozen or so knockouts.
Yeah.
I think he's got a few.
I think the chances of it happening
not
here are
extinct,
slim,
no.
aren't
I think
they?
he's got like 12 decision wins,
Yeah.
something along those lines.
Yeah, he's sort of... He hasn't been hit much at all
No.
in this round, Holloway.
Fucking hell.
It's hard. You
Stop.
can't
Edgar
get
just
near.
gets hit any time he comes near it.
Yeah, it's like, don't kick me. I'm going to punch you instead.
Is there going to be a knockout?
No.
No.
We've got a minute left? Nah. Be surprised. Unless you have a finish like Edward Mighty Mouse.
Yeah.
He just pulls out a submission with 1 second to go and you're like, the fuck, dude?
It'd be
The
great.
footwork on Max Holloway's brilliant. It just keeps his head out of the way. He doesn't really move his head.
No.
His head movement's not amazing, but his footwork keeps
body,
him out of danger. His head doesn't move. He's just
Ooh.
There's a bit of
He
talking
slides
now.
out of the way.
Bit of trash talking there.
Bit of a left hook, though, from Frankie. Imagine if Frankie caught him and knocked him out.
Oh,
I'd lose it. I'd absolutely lose
30
it.
seconds or so.
Come
remaining.
on.
He's
Just-
baiting him. He is baiting him, and you can do that when you're longer because you
Yeah.
just have to rock back a little
Do
bit,
that,
don't
yeah.
you?
We were saying before, this is probably Frankie's last title shot, maybe? You'd have to guess so,
I
wouldn't
don't know
you?
how he gets another one unless
No.
he goes for another 3 or 4 years, and he shouldn't.
No.
14 seconds left.
You can't take him down.
He's looked up at the
No
clock
point
there,
taking him down, unless you just don't want to get punched anymore. There's always that.
Unless he thinks it's too old on the cards. But it probably isn't now. I think
it's
that
not.
You'd probably say Max has won that by a round or two.
Yeah.
I like that. He bowed to him.
Yeah.
It's nice, that, isn't it?
Good fight, but by the end of it, look at the
37
difference
years
in him.
old.
All over.
You've had all them fights. Right.
It's not a sellout there,
You
is
managed
it?
to stand out.
No.
5
It's
rounds.
been poorly promoted. Second
Yeah.
pay-per-view inside a month as well.
The two
And there's going to be
fights-
another one
Two
in
in
about
July,
2 weeks,
isn't it?
isn't
About
there?
one in 3 weeks, yeah.
I think the other 2 fights were better.
Father Christmas in the ring, getting stuck in the
Yeah,
mixer.
that Cyborg fight was fight of the night for me.
Oh, God, yeah.
That was a great fight.
I'd agree with that. What do you guys say at home? Cyborg won?
I was just like, he's secured his, 14th, 15th win?
14.
14 on the bounce, is it?
Well, at featherweight, yeah. I mean, there's a bit of a technicality of that in it because
Yeah.
he did lose his last fight, but
Against
it's
someone
also
who has been a
correct.
featherweight for a long time as well.
Yeah.
Like, so it's interesting, isn't it?
You know,
I forgot that he lost his last one.
Yeah.
Sometimes, if you lose a fight like that, you just come out and just secure it.
there's some brilliant technical striking in this
Yeah.
from both sides.
Yeah, and the movement, the head movement from Frankie, and like you said, the body movement and the footwork from
To be honest, he has no right fight in
Holloway.
37, does he?
Nah.
And also guys that are 5 inches bigger than him and probably 40 pound heavier than him in reality.
Yeah. He didn't look bad though. He did get sauced up a little bit, didn't he?
Holloway took this, don't you think? Says William in the comments. I think he did.
I think he did.
I think he did. Yeah. I mean, I would be surprised at this stage if they lift Frankie's hand after this.
Yeah. He was never under threat,
I think he won.
was he?
I think he won rounds. I don't think he won the fight.
Yeah. Although I won't be surprised to hear some 50-45s.
Just
You
'cause
could
judging's
see
fucking
how he
mad.
might have not won any.
Yeah.
Let's see what we hear.
Judging's mental, innit? Here we go. Just waiting on the decision.
I honestly, I can see how both of those are right.
Yeah.
I can see how
It was
Holloway won
extremely
every round,
close,
and I
yeah.
can see how Edgar won too. Like it was some of those
So,
rounds were just
if you didn't hear that, and
Okay.
I'm assuming you didn't, there was 2 50-45s and there was one 48-47, and you go, yeah, like Joe was saying, you can kind of see that being right.
And there's a lot of respect being shown by Holloway there.
Fair play.
yeah. I think he was
Thoughts
trying to
on the
lift
new
his arm
belt?
up.
Thoughts on the new belt?
I don't mind it. It's alright, isn't it? What do you think? Don't like it. Why?
Couldn't say, I just don't.
Yeah. It looks a bit like it looks more like a ring than a belt.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can see it as like a Super Bowl ring or something.
Yeah, it's like a sovereign ring.
Yeah, it is.
Nothing wrong with the last one. It was great.
Yeah, true.
Righty, that is it from us, from Illy, from Joe, from myself. Thank you guys for joining us. We will be back for the next pay-per-view on August the 17th, UFC 241. We've got Stipe versus DC 2, which will be an absolute banger. There is a new podcast starting this week, which is with myself and also with... well, I was going to say UFC contender, but he's not no more. He's now with the PFL, Brendan Loughnane, which hopefully is going to be a weekly thing. So make sure to subscribe if you're new around here. And also check out our sponsors, BetBull, as well. Remember, terms and conditions apply for all of the offers that are on there. Make sure you're 18 and over. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.